as we're supposed to be. But everybody's back, and everybody can be heard, and we don't only see the top of Nate's head, but we get his entire beautiful face. For announcements for this week, I'll just go over it really fast, being we're starting a little bit later than I wanted to. We played Call of Cthulhu this Wednesday for the second time. It's going pretty well. The world hasn't ended yet. But we have had some return characters from the past with newfound magical abilities. Magic. Other than that, there's not much to talk about other than the fact that we are going to be playing Chronicles of Darkness with Panopticon Gaming next weekend. It is going to be a ton of fun, and I'm hopeful that we are all going to die, because I kind of think that's the point of Chronicles of Darkness, but I'm not entirely sure. Mm-hmm. Other than that, we're going to go make some friends with Goliaths tonight, so let's go ahead and see what we can find in the far north.
Yeah.
So, last we met, as the sound of sled dogs barking in the background echoed over the land. Mm-hmm. Our parties found themselves in Sierra de Naval, the home of their friends, the cult of Levicitus, the Black Swords.
Yep.
While you were sent there to negotiate on behalf of Bryn Shander in the approaching civil war, you did, after looking around the place a little bit more and finding out some more of its culty secrets. Mm-hmm. After you negotiated with the cult, you did Bryn Shander did call upon you and visit the town, and hammer out the specifics of the deal themselves. They had you... What did you say?
As they should.
As they should. After a tense negotiation between a rather prim and proper Duvessa and Kodroth, the earpiece of Levicitus, they did come to an agreement that would allow your side to use this area in the approaching conflict, giving you a stronghold over the two major lakes of Icewind Dale.
Perfect.
Asking one more thing of you, Duvessa asked you to head into the mountains of the Spine of the North and to speak with the Goliaths there. If they would not at least lend aid to the conflict, she asks you to see if they would be able to give you passage through the mountains. After agreeing to do so, Crip very excited to return to his old home, you traveled through the Spine of the North. On your way, you found a dead Goliath and another one extremely injured. You quickly found that they had been attacked by an ice troll, and you put down the beast in a fast and efficient manner. Speaking to the injured Goliath, you discover that her name was Quan. She had left Sky Tower Shelter on a series of gambling debts, and she had tried to find a legendary Goliath druid in the far north. You finally made it to Sky Tower Shelter, where Crip introduced you to his home place. Here, you saw magnificent mountains stretching 15,000 feet into the air, where a cadre of griffins awaited, guarding the people that lived here. Along your journeys, you saw more magnificent sights as Crip refamiliarized himself with what it was like to be a Goliath living in the far north.
It's great. It's great.
And hungry.
And yes. You met Crip's family, where he informed you that his name was not in fact Crip, and that was a name that he'd given himself when he found himself living alone in the caves. Meeting Crip's sister, you discovered that Crip's entire family had died, aside from her, since Auril had come to live in the north. And
piece of shit bird.
The next day, the Goliath leader, Arn, agreed that he would indeed let you use Sky Tower Shelter as a point to launch an army from if you retrieved for him the coat of the rival Goliaths, Wyrdom, and their leader Ogilai, and his cloak made out of dragon scales. You agreed to do this, however, Quan suggested an alternative. If you could get the Goliaths to work with each other, you would not need to resort to thievery in order to get your way. So, You ascended on Griffin back to Wyrdom Shelter, where you are now landing. As the griffins touch down, would any of you like to do anything?
There's not really much I'd want to do here, you know. I'm just kind of visiting.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking if anybody's doing any
Yeah.
preparations before.
How far out are we from Wyrdom Shelter?
You can just see the ridge of it over the snowbank that you've landed on.
All right. And friend man Aaron, I think is. Darn it, I have my notes here. What am I doing? Friend man followed us in, correct? Where is it? Characters. Here he is. Sorry. Akan came with us, correct?
Yes, Akan
Or at
was the
least-
one that
yeah,
was
or at least-
piloting
yeah.
one of the griffins.
Right. Okay. We've landed, and it's currently Quan, Alton, the 2 griffins, and us 4, correct?
Yes.
Well, one of them's gonna leave. 3 are gonna leave. Okay.
Yes, and the griffin that you rode, his name was Atlas.
I remember that. Yes.
He's the only important character to me.
All right.
Kind of same though. He's pretty cool.
All right. I do. Quan Arkham. Oh, Arkan.
Yeah.
I have. From what I spoke with my sister in the short time, I recognize that there isn't really any primarily conflicts, but we're just kind of at a stalemate between us and Wyrdom, correct?
Yeah, they've refused to work together for many years now.
Huh.
And
All right.
Arn and Olagai have a tense standing. Getting them to work together would be quite the chore.
And getting his cloak will be just as difficult. Well,
If
I
that
don't
is-
mean that, but still.
I do not envy the man that tries to... Her.
I do
cloak.
not envy us either.
I do not envy the man that tries to steal the cloak of the old goat.
Is he actually still in charge?
She
Like,
is still in
She,
charge.
sorry. Okay. Well, first we have to get entry.
Good
I
luck with
guess.
that. And he points over the snowbank.
Yeah.
You see in front of you fresh tracks in the snow, which make it easy to spot the Goliath settlement of Wyrdom Crag on the northern slope of a soaring mountain, not quite as high as the peaks of Sky Tower Shelter, but still formidable in its own right. Here, following these tracks, you see a cave, the outside of which you see the bones of remains that are instantly recognizable. An ancient dragon lying half buried in the snow. Past these remains, torchlight flickers in a pair of tunnels that burrows into the mountains, leading west and south. East of the dragon's bones, rough-hewn steps climb to a 20-foot-high open arena with stone bleachers carved into the eastern wall. Rising from the arena floor are a dozen pillars, each 5 to 8 feet tall and about a foot in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Goat ball.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. All right.
Don't you just hate it when you have a thought and you just have to think to yourself, I'm not an evil character today.
I don't catch your drift. What?
Just murder hobo third thought.
What? No, well, I'd rather not. All right. Any guards that we see yet, or is this just the primary outside?
This is
point
just the
of-
outside area.
All right. I assume for mind's eye purposes that we have to walk into the dragon mouth in order to get into there.
Yeah, so
or is
in
it
order
just-
to get
yeah.
into the cave, you need to walk through the mouth and the remains of this slain dragon.
Oh damn.
This is
Yeah.
middle. All right. Let's go introduce ourselves. Oh, wait.
A little bit over
On,
the
you
top.
had mentioned that getting to work together. Do you have any points that could help with that? I haven't been here, of
No,
course.
I have also never been here. I was mostly
Right.
hoping that if we could talk some sense into Olagai, that she'd be willing to speak to Arn, and if they could put this behind us, my debts to the clan would be repaid, and
Of course.
you would be able to achieve your goals. Having two Goliath clans is stronger than one.
Yes. More land to. Yes. All right. Let's see if to listen to reason, and we will walk through the dragon corpse skeleton, I guess. At this
Before
point.
you go, your friend pats you on the shoulder, and he says, "I wish I could stick around, but I gotta get back to work.
Hmm.
Best of luck in there. Don't get yourself executed, fed to a dragon. I don't actually know if they don't have dragons, but
I don't think. Yeah.
don't get yourself
Thank-
killed again. I'm looking forward to having you back."
I'm here, aren't I?
Not again.
He
Not
pats
again.
you on the
Not
shoulder.
again.
He mounts the griffin that you rode, and he says, he whistles and goes, "Atlas!" And they both take off towards the sky, back in the direction of Sky Tower Shelter.
Give the man a wave, and I'll. Yeah.
Walk
Ethan and Weird
through,
Majesty.
like,
Yeah.
Wait, winged dino remains with the dragon.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just curious, which of you has a beard? Do any of you have a beard?
I have like a tiny
No.
one.
I have a
It's
beard,
like
I
the
have a pretty
thing where
long
you
beard.
just kind of do, but kind of don't.
So,
For now.
as you're walking in, you see some shapes moving in the snow off to your sides.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to figure out what they are?
As the first shape kind of tucks around the edge of a small piece of shrubbery, you see these white humanoid creatures, maybe about just under a foot tall. Some of them even a little bit smaller than that. This first one comes over. It has a white-looking face with dark triangles painted over one of its eyes. It kind of peers at you and then ducks back in, then peers at you. It comes over to Ren and just kind of looks up at him.
Do I recognize these creatures?
They're not. They usually stay lower down, not further up. Go ahead and make a nature check.
All right.
Yeah, I want to figure out what this is as
I don't
well.
care what it is. I love it.
I don't know what it is.
All right.
That-
It's
Nature.
gonna be my best friend.
I'm
13.
13. These are called Chewingas. They're ice elementals.
Oh.
Oh, so it's
Didn't
the
we see
things
them
we saw
before?
before that we screwed
Yeah.
up with.
Oh, it's these things.
What?
Hi.
Imagine if the game was just up against ice elementals and it was just us literally curb stomping an ice elemental.
Huh.
Ren, as you're standing looking at this one, something falls from a tree and lands on your shoulder, and it's another one. This one has two concentric blue rings around one of its eyes, and it holds a pine cone in one of its hands.
Oh, hey, little guy.
I want to try to ignore it and keep walking.
It gets a little bit closer to your face, and it kind of waits to see your reaction.
I'll just be like, hello. Who are you?
It then takes
Key.
its pine cone and it starts combing your beard.
Oh, that's amazing. This is my best friend.
Kid key.
I mean, if it wants to come in with us, you're. I don't know. It's weird. I don't remember them being around here. Not that I've ever been here, but still.
That's okay. He's my friend.
All right.
They look similar to those things with silverware we saw before.
Yeah, no, I remember them. I guess I just didn't recognize them then.
It's dark. Yeah.
Didn't we give them food last time? Maybe these guys want food.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just curious, I guess. No offense, Red, but we really shouldn't dwell on them. Do you want to stay out here with them for a minute, or?
I think we should keep going. I don't think it's worth waiting for these things. They're not really.
We're not. We're settling it right now. Do you want to take it with us, or do you want to wait here with them?
I think we should ask them what they want. What do you want to come with us, or do you want me to stay here? What's up?
It keeps combing your beard, and it kind of takes its hands, and it just starts moving through it, and then it starts taking pine cones and placing them in your beard.
Let's come with us.
All right. All right. Yeah. Speak up if you got something to say. All right. There's one on his shoulder and one combing his beard, or are they both combing his beard?
There's just one combing his beard right now.
What about the other one that landed on his shoulder?
That is
One
the one that's
landed
on his shoulder.
and then moved to his beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
There's one on the ground.
We already have a cultist with us. The 2 elementals isn't going to make anything worse.
It's just one right now. The cultist now has elementals.
Okay.
All right.
They're pretty though.
I mean, yeah, gargoyles.
Can you talk
yeah.
to them?
I think I got a spell that does that. I don't even.
Do you speak their
Speak
language?
with animals only works on beasts.
Yeah, that's definitely not an animal. So
Yeah.
Do you speak a language they speak?
unlikely.
I mean,
what languages do you speak?
I'm pretty sure I just speak Dwarvish and Common.
Ooh, that's rough.
Well, look,
I
it's a
can't speak
small
to 'em.
elemental.
Either way.
I don't think it
Let's
matters.
not dwell on them any
I
longer.
said
They're
it's
coming with us.
Primordial.
The Chewinga just keeps combing through Ren's beard.
I'll try primordial one more time. Like, hi.
It turns its head and it looks at you, but it doesn't converse.
You're welcome to keep doing that if you want to. I say in primordial. Just we're a bit busy, but you're welcome to kind of stay in the back if you want to.
It turns back to Ren's beard.
I think that's a yes. All right, let's go. And we'll continue through. How many of these creatures have we seen? Just the 2?
You've seen about 4 since you've gotten here, but only one was kind of checking you guys out, but then this one has really made its presence known.
Okay. We will continue.
I'm gonna name him Follicle.
Follicle?
Yep. It's hair related.
Yeah, I guess.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah.
He's Follicle.
Okay. And we'll continue into the Wormdom's domain.
Okay, so you head through the mouth of this ancient white dragon, its teeth brushing against your boots. Its teeth are roughly the size of one of your arms. They are absolutely massive as you're walking through there, and despite clearly being old and worn, they're still razor sharp. It leads to the an opening in front of you, which has a domed roof cavern and an open well in the middle of a floor. As you approach, you see 2 younger Goliaths using ropes and a bucket to draw water from a well, while 6 older ones wrangle a handful of exuberant Goliath toddlers. As you approach, 2 guards head in your direction, and they hold up their hand. Stop and state your business.
For all gates and purposes, we'd like to speak with Olagai for a moment, if they are available.
You didn't tell him their name.
They asked for business first. My name is Alt. Me and these people would like to speak with him for a moment.
Her Majesty
I keep saying that. Guys,
might
okay,
not be at your disposal just because you showed up and asked. Now, why should we, someone from Wormdom, the Slayer of Dragons, respect someone from Sky Tower Shelter just because you showed up and asked for stuff when we were clearly very, very, very busy and doing very important business? You hear an older voice speak up from deeper in the room. Let them pass. Curious to see what sniveling servants Arn would send down here to bother me. Rough-hewn stairs ascend to a southern part of the cave where the floor is 10 feet higher than everything else around. Seated here is next to a crackling flat fire is a female Goliath with, at this point, gray hair, many scars, and a white cloak, which appears to be made of goat hide, but as the light catches it on the inside, you can see that there are dragon scales sewn into the interior of it. Leaning against the wall behind her, you see a massive great axe, which seems to be curved in a similar manner to the ribcage of the dragon that you just walked through, with a bone haft. She gnaws on a pipe as she moves away from the dispute of the children. So, you have come to my home on my day off.
We were unaware of such. My apologies.
Makes you feel better. I don't have a day off, so.
What
brings you to Wyrdom Crag?
Simply to not speak on behalf, but ask why. I guess context. I've You've been tasked with how truthful should I be? Why the one talking again? Gosh darn it.
Come on, Nate, talk to
I
your
don't want to
favorite
talk
leader.
because Goliaths are racist.
She kind of cocks her head a
Presumably.
little bit and looks down at you as she sees you struggling with what you're trying to say. And one of the Goliath guards kind of snickers and elbows the other one.
Those candles look spooky. Ooh.
I'm going to pat Crip on the back. Come on, buddy.
Words don't. Well, a bit of flattery, I guess. It is an honor to meet you first off and foremost, but we have come here on behalf of me for personal reasons, but the three behind me are, of course, part of the 10 towns who are currently at war for a weird reason. That reason being weird. They have asked Arn to allow them passage through for armies and such of these mountains. Arn has a condition to allow that, but it's not a condition I personally would like to fulfill. It is my tribe. I will return there one day, but as far as is concerned, I think putting aside some differences between you and him, if possible. I know little of any recent disputes, so, but that's really all I ask. See if you guys would like to talk with one another, make amends, figure something out between the two of you, finally put any weird conflicts to rest.
Go ahead
What
and
am I saying?
make
My
me...
goodness, what am I saying?
She
Sorry,
seems amused by what you're saying, so go ahead and make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh my gosh, advantage. If only I was good at that. Oh, where is it? Persuasion? Yo, that's -2. Okay.
Poor non-skill junkie.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're always the one talking, but...
Yeah.
Well,
And
because
You said you
he's
were the
talking to his
leader.
Goliath friends.
Yeah, I would have talked, but he's a Goliath, so.
Oh.
okay, 16.
The Goliaths seemed pretty racist
Daddy.
last time we talked to them.
Daddy. You had
16.
to say hello to
She drums... Say hi to Dan's
Okay.
cat. She drums her...
Hello, dance cat.
She drums her fingers against the side of her chair.
Okay.
She purses her lips for a moment. She looks on to the group. While I have no immediate want to speak to that walking stillborn that runs Sky Tower Shelter, I would be willing to hear out what they have to say Many summers ago, the children of Wyrdom Crag challenged the children of Sky Tower Shelter to a game of goat ball.
Mhm.
During the game, the ball tumbled near one of the griffins of Sky Tower Shelter. When one of our children tried to fetch the ball, the griffin went berserk and grievously wounded her. The game was called off. Hungry for more of this child's flesh, the griffin haunted Wyrdom Crag for days. Our hunters were forced to kill it to protect the child. The two clans have been opposed ever since.
The typical reason then.
I'm aware of this, correct?
That's not the version of the story that you've heard.
I know. I'm like the event in general.
Yes.
Just yeah, okay. Was that the end of it?
Yes, that's the end of her talking.
Okay. Right. Right. If you are amused, if you are amused for talking, I suppose. Was there a? I do not understand the point of you bringing that. I understand that is a huge, like that is an issue for both sides. I understand. Hearing it that way definitely puts a lot into perspective for me personally. I'm gonna take a quick glance at Quan. Does she react like? Does she look panicked at all? Like, what's
She looks
her
very
general-
nervous. She doesn't look panicked.
Okay.
The proper amount of nervous for this particular situation.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
I wish I could say something.
Good. I understand that is. Our
Does your motley
most
crew
recent
of companions have anything to add to this?
I'll take a glance back.
Long
at them.
story short, it's better for everyone involved if you agree to this.
Excuse me.
I offer
Oh,
no
really?
input, but I look at
It's-
my
Right.
follicle.
Does that mean we're playing
if you
goat
don't
ball?
let- if you don't let people have passage through here quickly, things are going to go south for everyone very quickly. I fear.
don't know.
I understand the political needs for playing a game, but I worry that the longer we wait, the worse things can get.
I fail to see where the benefit is for my people.
The benefit for your people is that if, let's say, half the towns get wiped out and you have one power-hungry person who controls all the towns, what's to say that power-hungry person doesn't look farther north and decide that that's land that he rightfully has?
But we're south of the 10 towns.
Oh,
Yeah, we're not really their concern, nor are we theirs.
Once you're
That's
done with
why Arn had a condition. Like, that's why Arn had a condition, Cedric. That's like he has no real need to help us. That's why we needed to do something. You get it? We, Sky Tower, and they Wyrdom literally don't care. We're giving them a reason to care. But that's
Might
not
not
a
care,
good
but
reason.
you can't
These are
just
Slayer
throw
of
it on
Dragons.
your
We are
board.
Riders of Griffins.
Stop talking.
Your problem seems small to us.
Just like you.
I want to help, and this is me trying to help, and now we're having a conversation here. Continue with your point.
That was my point. If you let some power-hungry man take control of all the towns, he's going to come after other places.
Yeah, because it'll make it easier to, expand out of.
He has a
It's
point,
a
but I
very
don't
good
believe.
point, and a point that everyone should be concerned about.
He does have a little bit of a point. I address Chief Ogaya. He might have a little bit of a point, although I personally don't feel it is a good one.
And teaming up with you offers the strongest alliance. You are the strongest people to throw our hats in with, if that is the reason we are doing this.
Yes. Because we have the support of like 6 of the towns, and they only have like 4.
My people would need a show of strength. Akun, Dali, Nala. We're going to finish a game that should have been finished a long time ago.
Ooh, a game?
I'm glad this is where it's going. Okay.
We're gonna play goat ball.
What is? How do I play goat ball? Does it involve a goat?
No.
Get the
It
goat
used to
skin.
be a goat.
You see being brought out, the one that she called Akun is bringing out this compound kind of wrapped together ball of goat skin and hide and fur. And he bounces it off the ground a couple of times. It seems to have a considerable heft to it.
Like it's
Oh no.
Gross.
Dodging time.
Oh, it's dodgeball.
No, not really. Actually, I don't. Maybe.
I don't
Is it
know,
like
but I
tennis?
can't catch it.
Or golf.
He'll explain it more later.
If you would accompany
Is it
me
lowest
outside,
score wins or highest score?
Bowling.
If it's anything like Dragon Chess, I got this.
if you would all accompany me outside, and Ogilai gets up and she grabs her great axe, which she half uses as a walking stick and half carries as a sign of power.
I know.
I have a very mixed mental picture of this, because I'm just constantly swapping between old lady and large Goliath.
It's an
Oh.
old. It's both at the same time. It's an old, large Goliath with a big axe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I'm having trouble with, you know.
I imagine like Maggie Smith. It's just like this giant fucking statue girl. It's cool.
She leads
How
you.
come?
Yeah.
This person's not as tall as a script, right?
Um,
Like, short.
she has
Comparable.
a little bit of a hunch at this point, but in her prime, she might have been taller,
Oh, she's shorter. Oh wow.
just slightly. Yeah.
Slightly. Yeah, no, this is a Slayer of Dragons, man.
Aren't you a Slayer of Dragons?
I'm a writer of Griffins.
Well, what the fuck are you doing here? What
I'm
good-
being friends with animals, which is what you are for.
someone
Yeah,
killing
true.
one dragon and then acting like they're all better than someone else.
I mean, I assume they killed more than one.
It was a whole civilization of dragons, but yeah.
That
Yeah.
just sounds like murder hoboing.
The dragons did start it, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
Where's the Skyrim?
So
So they got like a
dragons were the
Skyrim
murder
Goliath and he just went on and killed everyone?
Oh, now I want to play Skyrim.
Okay, so she leads you back
Moving on.
out to the same 15 crude stone pillars that you saw on the way in. You see the Goliaths on the other side, 4 to a team,
Okay.
kind of squaring up, and they look you over as Ogilai leads you over. The one that you refer to as Akun bounces the ball over to her, and she picks it up and spins it in her hand.
Oh, yes.
Are the outsiders that you keep company with familiar with how to play goat ball?
I'll admit it's been a very long while for me too. Please explain the rules. It may differ. Yes,
Sure.
please.
I don't know if you've played a game called Dodgeball, but it is relatively similar in those regards.
Oh, dexterity checks everywhere. Fuck.
So, she says, referring to this furry, misshapen ball of stuffed goat hide. Here are the rules. To determine the outcome of the game, you will each stand on these platforms, and she gestures to the 15 platforms around. You may only jump from platform to platform. You may not walk on the ground at any time. As soon as you touch the ground, you are disqualified.
Okay.
The goal is to hold on to the ball for as long as possible, pass it back and forth, and win the game by either being the last team standing or the team that gets the ball to the other end of the opponent's field.
That sounds like dodgeball with football.
Yeah.
That's because it is.
Oh, cool.
Football, but more violent. It's
right.
rugby.
Cedric, you should be
This
good
sounds
at-
like football, but more ways to get hurt.
Wait, I'm
First
gonna
law
ask
hasn't
you if we can
changed.
huddle up real quick. Can we huddle up and discuss strategy?
Absolutely.
How far apart do the pillars look?
All right. So we're gonna. We're gonna
The
huddle.
pillars are anywhere from 6 to 12 feet apart.
Mm. So, like, how far across? is it?
Yeah, you guys are gonna need a strength score for this.
Cedric,
How
you're
far
good at
how far
games,
apart
right?
is the entire court?
I'm good
Yeah,
at
from
mind
The
game
games.
one
entire
side to the
court
other.
seems to be about maybe 70 feet all the way across.
That's not bad. We can do it.
Okay, just pass me the ball. I score immediately.
Well, we're going to need more than that. We need. Okay, Crip,
Yeah.
I think you should be in the front here because you're the largest guy here, and we're up against only other Goliaths.
I would like to say something. Is Quan part
yes,
of the huddle?
Quan
or-
has come over. Yeah, I would gladly play, but at the same time, I don't want to jeopardize your positions, being you were technically the ones doing the bargaining.
Yeah. I really have no idea how to get a coat from this lady.
You mean the one she's wearing?
In a way that makes us not hate. It's just like you made you.
Are you seriously still considering stealing it?
I'm not considering stealing it. That was far beyond.
I'm kind of considering.
And I don't think she would play for it either if we bring that up. What do we have? What would we have in exchange for that if we lose? That's really all I was thinking.
We have nothing.
We just have to fix the grudge, and then it's fine.
I do feel like if we fix
But
the
that doesn't get Quan back or our people to do, or you are like.
Just win the game.
Yeah,
Let's see where
this
winning
will
the game
definitely
goes.
help us along
Alright.
the path.
No,
even
I
if
just.
it doesn't
Worst
I
case
just
immediately.
want to
scenario,
bring
we
that
have
up.
to
If
actually
you have
decide
any
about
ideas
not having
after
a
this,
coat.
Quan, for the cloak, we'd appreciate the help on this. But we'll focus on playing. If you could think about that.
I will.
Thank you.
Of course.
Inkers,
But
did
yeah.
you shut the door and now you can't get out? Yeah.
Anyway,
Open that.
yeah, Cedric's right. As far as defense goes, I'll be up front. We attempt to get, and we just slowly try to move forward. Do not get knocked off.
I think we should. Maybe we should do it more like a medium pace, because you're the only strong one here. If you fall down,
We're strong enough.
I'm not saying you're not, but there's only other Goliaths. We're counting on you here to keep everyone safe from the other Goliaths.
Yeah.
That's why I think
Also-
we should go a little bit faster. Like, how long do you think you can keep the other Goliaths at bay?
Jake,
Yes.
magic definitely isn't allowed during something like this, correct?
No, this is a show of strength, not of magic.
Yeah.
I have strength.
Yeah, but I do bring
What are
that
you
up.
gonna do,
Ren,
throw a
this
hand
is
axe at him?
Absolutely a
Sure,
show
why
of
not?
strength.
Or
who wants to
weapons
have the ball?
allowed.
Who do you think should have the ball?
Are weapons allowed?
We don't we toss the ball. We all have the ball. We can toss it on the field like frisbee golf.
Okay,
Right.
Like
So,
ultimate
if
frisbee.
we
No,
don't get tackled
sorry, the
off.
ball's not allowed to touch the ground either.
Yeah, we're good at catching.
Yes.
Yes.
so hear me out.
Till the ball is like, 40 pounds and just takes one of us out with it.
Right.
This is a show of strength, but we can't win based on strength. I think
Yes,
we're
you
going to
can.
have to win based on dodging against the other Goliath. If the Goliath comes to tackle you, don't take the hit unless you're Crip. Just try to get out of the way.
Just trip him and
Okay.
dodge.
All right. As far as things are concerned, you guys try to run the ball. I'll try to at least get one or two of them out, even
All
if
right,
it
who
takes
gets
me
the
down
ball
with it.
first?
All right.
The female
Okay.
Goliath that's on the other team shouts over, "Come on, what's taking you so long? Are you writing a book on the subject?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
If you're interested, it's going to be published next year.
Anyway, yeah, that's where we're gonna go. I will try to run interference with them. You guys get the ball to their side. Ren, low to no magic, like none. That's
I
not.
won't do jack. All right. I'm just going to play ball.
Thank you. All right. Clapping break.
So I may have missed this, but were weapons allowed?
No.
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 All right.
No,
There
weapons-
are not even non-lethal.
The four of us will walk over.
Okay. The four of you walk over. Ogolite places the ball on the middle pillar. May the strongest team win. Best of luck to you
Yes.
both.
Thanks.
All right.
The other Goliaths line up on their side. They get on the four pillars. Two of them kind of hang back a little bit, and then two of the other ones get on the pillars that are immediately across from the pillar in the middle that has the ball on it.
Who gets the ball first?
I
Is it
will-
like a toss-up?
Whoever gets there first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will take a similar position to their front line.
How
Okay.
sturdy do these pillars look?
These are very sturdy. These are gigantic pieces of rock that have been cemented to the floor here.
Okay.
Oh, how old are the rocks?
Very, very freaking old.
Who made them?
Goliaths?
Okay. All the important dwarf
It
questions.
is not elegant. It is
Not elegant. It is
well-designed,
gigantic.
It is stone.
They're not even either. So you realize there might be some calculation in jumping from rock to rock in your placement. So, in that case, the other Goliaths nod. They look from team to team, and I'm gonna need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
As soon as you make this an active encounter, which means you have to unpause the game.
No, sorry, my bad. I'm not making it. We're just gonna roll
Oh.
initiative the old school way
Oh.
because there's no. I looked
Okay.
online. There was no goat. There was no goat ball battle map.
Mm.
Why?
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
We should murder people for it.
Okay, 2025.
Uno momento.
Sorry, I know we've not done
Yeah,
initiative
I
this way
won't
in a
get
long
20.
time.
20.
I literally can't. But
You got
Yeah, you
20. You
got
got
20.
19.
oh, I did the wrong thing.
Yeah,
And
you
I got
forgot
a
that.
19.
Wait, is it r/?
No,
Right.
you did the right thing.
It's-
You rolled a dex check.
No.
Yeah, but he
No.
didn't roll a d20.
Oh, okay.
He just
It's-
rolled
Oh,
a
gotcha.
d20.
/R
R.
space d20. 1d20.
You forgot the D.
Yeah, I forgot the D. I always forget the goddamn D.
Okay,
10.
it's a much more
That should be
reasonable number for
impossible
you.
for a bard.
So, Eli,
How heavy does the ball look?
fairly heavy.
Like heavy enough I could still pick it up and run, or
Yeah. Yeah, you could still pick it up and run.
and how far away is it from me?
20 years.
Did you
Depends
take
where
a
you're putting
front line?
yourself. So there's pillars. There's a few rows of pillars on your side. Some of them are directly across from the ball in the middle, and some of them stretch to your backfield.
I want to kind of go towards the front because I want to try and get in there fast and see where that gets me.
Okay.
Okay, so he's up front.
So how far away am I?
These pillars are 12 feet away from where the ball is.
Okay. So I want to move 12 feet and get the ball.
Yes. Yes, you are. So, in that case, as the Goliaths eye each other up and they all look like they're about ready to lunge for the ball in the middle of the stadium, what would you like to do, Eli?
Gonna run up and I'm gonna grab the ball.
Nice, yeah.
Okay.
Offense. Whoop, whoop. I cheered.
First of all, go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
Oh
God.
yeah, I took
Oh.
proficiency in that.
God. That's literally my worst.
25.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So you watch as
Ooh,
Eli
yeah.
moves like the wind, and just one moment he's on a pillar 12 feet away from it, the next he's jumping directly across, lands 10-point landing, and grabs the ball. So that was about 12 feet. So we're just going to say that was roughly half-ish of your movement. What else would you like to do? Directly, the only two other pillars directly across from it have two Goliaths on them.
Is there any space on the pillar with the Goliath?
Yes, you could absolutely try to stand next to them.
And how far is it to the other side?
It looks like you've got maybe like from where you are 35-ish, 40-ish more feet to go, but you're jumping from pillar to pillar.
Okay.
I don't believe your
I
thing
want-
ignores jumping, right? It's climbing that you get
I get to jump
ignore.
farther.
Yes, you got to jump farther.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you
Yes.
could potentially try to jump past these Goliaths and land on a pillar behind them.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
No, this man is a leaping master.
It is the distance you cover when you make a running jump. So that'll be a bit hard here.
A little bit, yeah.
What's your standing jump then?
I don't know what my standing jump is. I don't jump very often.
All right, jumping rule time.
It's 3 times your strength, I think. Your strength modifier?
How hard does it look
Right.
like it would be to just like
Yeah, no, that makes
grab onto the pillars?
To stop yourself from falling?
Yes.
Not the easiest thing in the world, but you've fallen from worse places before.
Like heaven.
Okay, I've got a plan.
Okay, do your plan, because you are like we
I'm
had
going
no
to throw
other plan
the
other than
ball.
you take the ball.
You're going to throw the ball where?
To Crip.
I'm standing right. What?
Yeah, but it means they won't be able to grab the ball easily because you're going to have it.
That is fair.
Okay, so
That's
Eli
fair.
grabs the ball, looks down, tosses it over his shoulder. Go ahead and make another acrobatics check for me.
Me?
You. Eli, yeah.
20.
Okay. Crip, go ahead and make either an acrobatics or an athletics check for me.
Oh, we know what I'm choosing.
Go, Crip. Make your athletics check. Don't fail us. Not a 1. Not a 1.
Hey, Colby. Colby's in the chat.
Hey.
17.
Okay, so as Eli jumps forward, grabs this ball of goat flesh, tosses it behind him over his shoulder, Crip reaches up and grabs it. As you watch this happen, you see the Goliath across the field do that thing where at the same time he cracks all of his fingers and the bones in his neck, looks over to the pillar that Eli's standing on, kind of backs up a little bit on his own, and goes to leap onto the same pillar that you're on. At the same time, he goes to put his shoulder into you. Can you go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Can I use the rest of my turn first?
Well, you got there. You picked up the
Then you-
ball. You threw the pillar. Do you have more movement that you want to use?
He could dash.
I could also dash, yeah, but I was just gonna like, get onto the side of a pillar so I'd be harder to like, shove around.
Well, you picked up the ball. Yeah, you can get onto the side of the pillar.
Just move down on my pillar.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay,
Because then I can start from an easy to grab point.
fair. As you position yourself lower down on your pillar, this Goliath jumps over to the pillar that you have positioned yourself on. He thinks you see him consider going and knocking you over, but instead he keeps barreling forward. He does another leap, and he goes to land onto the same place that Crip is currently standing.
Yep.
Go, Crip.
Crip, can you go ahead and make an athletics check for me?
Go, Crip.
I need to have a turn. I am
no,
unconscious now.
What'd you roll?
I got a natural 1.
Oh, that's really bad, buddy.
I-
Because
I-
I rolled a 6.
I really wanted to. Yeah, I really.
So it's
if it
actually
wasn't
quite
a natural
difficult to
1,
mess that
it would
up.
be a 7. Yeah, like I'm not raging right now.
No, you aren't.
I didn't have a turn yet.
So he
You
slams
did.
into you, knocking you backwards, and grabs the ball out of your hand. Can you go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Is this again something I can see?
The Goliath smashing into you is something you can see, so technically yes.
13.
13 fails.
Yeah.
He shoves you backwards. You watch as the Goliath grabs this ball, and Crip just woof, hits into the ground. Not seriously hurt, a little bruised, but definitely his dignity is worse for wear.
Mission
And
failed.
I'm out.
Mission failed.
I am out.
Cedric, what would you like to do?
All right, so he has the ball.
Yep.
We didn't even do any.
A little bit off balance.
This is for the consideration.
What'd you say?
Jeez, gosh
Does
darn
he
it.
seem a little bit off balance?
He's not perfectly balanced. No.
Okay, I'm gonna do what they do in football, not tackling, but when you just push the guy's arm so it's a fumble.
So you're gonna jump over there and you're... Okay, you're aware this game doesn't have rules quite like that, right?
Oh, I just want the ball, and if it's a fumble, I can take it.
Okay, so as you run over there to go and grab the ball from under his arms, go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
Take ball. Oh no.
Acrobatics.
It's Dex.
That's good for me, though.
Yes. Are you proficient in it?
Yes.
Oh joy, it'll just be the two of us running around.
Unless I
For
die.
clarification's sake, I am out, right?
Yes, you are out of the game.
Aww.
We can run around passing the ball back and forth between the two of us.
What did you
You
get,
know it's an
Cedric?
advantage, right?
What?
What'd you get,
Wait,
Cedric?
wait.
I got
You didn't have advantage because you weren't raging.
Oh, well, no, I
On
had
a strength
advantage. But
test.
never mind. Yeah, it wasn't a strength save. Like, yeah, I did have advantage.
Sorry,
on that.
I keep
Yeah,
not hearing
I was just checking.
Cody's total. Cody, what was Cedric's total?
15.
15.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
+7,
that's
same as
not
me.
quite enough to grab onto the Goliath as he holds the ball above your head and just kind of sneers down at you.
Darn,
Can I try to
getting
check it?
outskilled.
Or is that my turn?
You have enough movement to get to one of the other platforms if you want to either go closer to the other Goliaths or further away from them.
I'm going to go further away. I'm going to wait for that Goliath to try to jump on a platform so I can try to kick him.
Okay?
Come on. That's what I'll do then.
Okay, so you back up a little bit. One of the other Goliaths on the other team does 2 bounding leaps across the stadium, or at least it's going to attempt to. No, it does not. You watch as one of the other Goliaths makes a running leap across. Its foot hits into the rock in the middle. It's a little slippery from the fresh frost on it. And you see it just kind of do like an arm splayed open in the air, somersault, and smash down into the hard ice beneath it. One of the other Goliaths on the other team is off.
I'm going to
Hey.
do a sneer to try
We're
to
both down a Goliath.
because he sneered at me. So now I'm going to sneer at that guy.
Okay.
Because it's all a mind game. That's what sports is. It's a mind game.
Another Goliath, the Goliath that is closer to the front, seeing everything that's going on, is just trying to try to position itself on the middle pillar.
Middle,
I
paddle left.
can't, my mouth is not working. And he is able to do so. He jumps over. He's now directly in the middle of the field, blocking off the sides. Ren, you're up.
Brand, alright, so who's got the ball and how far away is he?
One of the other Goliaths has the ball. You could get to his pillar with your movement.
Okay, so just my movement, not my action.
No, not your action.
Get him, Rain.
I want to get into like the pillar in between him and another one.
Between him and another Goliath, or between him and Cedric?
Him and another Goliath.
Okay, you're able to do that easily enough.
Alright, and then I can hold my action. Can I hold it to like try to intercept the ball if he tries to throw it on his turn?
Yes, you can absolutely hold your action to try to intercept the ball.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna do that.
In that case, the other Goliath, he can't quite get to your pillar, but you see the Goliath in the back come running up and position himself to be able to take down Ren if he so needs to in the next turn. Yes, he does.
Oh,
Okay, in that case, we are going to move on to Eli's turn. Eli, what would you like to do?
How brutal are we allowed to be?
Oh, God.
You're not allowed to
Good.
kill anybody,
No.
but as long as nobody dies, all is fair.
What the
Darn.
rogue says, how brutal are we allowed to be?
My hands are not light or finesse weapons.
Hands are not finesse weapons, no.
I always forget that.
damn.
I can't just poke him in the ankle for like 30 damage.
mean- I thought you could do sneak attack with anything.
Um,
It has to be a finesse weapon to sneak attack.
Hmm. I see.
once per turn. Finesse or ranged.
Okay.
Throw your shoe.
If I throw the ball at him, it'll do damage.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, but you're losing the ball.
Throwing the ball is a strength check.
It's still a ranged weapon.
Yes. Actually, no, you can do
Uh,
acrobatics with it, I guess. I'd allow that.
Can I try and like can I try and like, pop up behind this Goliath who's now above me and push him off?
If you would like to try to trip him, go ahead and make a acrobatics check.
Oh joy.
We should make a meme that's like rogues and acrobatics checks.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, well, let's see if he rolls a natural one. He rolled a 6. Every time you guys roll a natural one, I roll a 6. So as you
natural one always fail.
yeah.
Or... Okay.
As you watch like Eli kind of tries to do like this James Bond spy move as he swings his legs over the side and tries to hit the knees out from underneath this Goliath, it just kind of bounces off the back of this muscled leg and he just kind of looks down. The Goliath who currently has the ball.
Can I use the rest of my movement, or is that it?
Yeah, you can use the rest of your movement if you'd like to get off here. You are technically in melee range, so if you... Oh, you can disengage. You're a rogue. Never mind. What the hell am I saying?
I have bonus action.
Yes, you do.
Oh, bonus action disengage and hop towards their end zone.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Still along the sides of the pillars
Okay.
to make it really inconvenient for everybody.
Yep, so Eli's just kind of doing like this crawl along the sides of it. Is that a 14?
14, yeah.
14's fine. So Eli gets across to the other pillar, hangs on to the side, looks over as this Goliath kind of like reaches down as Eli runs across to try to grab him by the back of the neck, but Eli just slips right out from underneath his hand. And now currently I always forget rogues have so many freaking things to do on their turn. The Goliath that currently has the ball looks across to where Cedric is, backs up a bit, hurls himself forward to try to smash into Cedric to get him off the pillar. Cedric, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Don't die, Cedric.
Goodbye, world. Oh, I'm good. Probably. I rolled a 17.
Is it a saving throw?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not acrobatics. That would be great if it was.
Yeah,
Well,
but don't you have advantage on dexterity
You're
saving
proficient.
throws?
You're proficient in dexterity saving throws as a blood hunter.
Oh, my bad. 19.
So it'll be, yeah.
Nice.
Yep, he jumps over, he puts considerable heft into your shoulder, but you watch as he almost loses balance as he travels a little bit too far, and Cedric kind of jumps out of the way and lands on the other side of him. So that will bring us to Cedric's turn. What would you like to do?
Where's the guy with the ball?
On the same pillar as you.
Okay. I just wanna stealing the ball didn't go well last time. So no, but if I steal the ball I can jump out. Oh, I can throw it. I'm gonna try to steal the ball, I have to.
Go for it.
Just push him off.
Yes!
Ooh.
Ooh.
Plus what type of check is this?
Acrobatics.
24.
Not even close. As he kind of loses balance, Cedric mid fall reaches over his head, grabs the ball, and lands back down onto the pillar. Would you like to use the rest of your movement to get towards their end zone?
I'm going to. Well, yes. Am I ahead or not ahead of Eli? Didn't Eli say?
You are behind Eli.
Right. So that I just want to do like a nice, easy, slow pass to him. Oh wait, it's the strength thing, isn't it?
I'll let you use acrobatics to pass the ball, because the book says
Okay.
I can. So
You know,
I'll
like
allow it.
like those type of throws you do for like a 3-year-old.
Yes.
They're like really easy. I'm going to do that. Nice
Okay.
and slow.
A granny
And
throw.
there we go. 11.
In order for this to balance out, Eli, make one heck of an acrobatics check.
Okay. 27.
Cedric tosses the ball, and he seems to have made a considerable miscalculation in its arc, and really was throwing exactly like you would for a small child. Eli, on the edge of the pillar, kind of stands back up, extends his arm over the side, and grabs it right before it would hit the ground.
I want to do this. And I'm gonna do the jumping shoulder bump with him.
I think you're confused about where you are, but that's okay.
Okay.
So you're on our side of the field next to a Goliath and Ren.
Eli
Ren's
is
kind of
in the
nearby.
opponent's side of the field.
Yes.
Right, but we already scored.
No,
yeah.
No,
No.
No, you need to get the ball to
I'm
the other
not
side.
in their end zone.
He's
I'm
not-
close
he-
to
you
them,
need-
we
but-
win.
You need to either get it all the way across the field or knock everybody over.
Like football.
Oh. Okay, I understand.
I'm at like their 30-yard line, and
Exactly.
you're at our 30-yard line.
Look at us
but
using
it's
sports
still good
terms.
that we did this.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is good.
No, it definitely is in your
In
favor.
like one turn, it'll be okay. Okay, I was a little bit confused, but I'm not confused anymore.
So, one of the Goliaths, the Goliath that is near Eli, is going to turn back around and try to jump over to his pillar and try to knock Eli over, because that's what Goliaths do.
Mm-hmm.
Push.
Eli, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. 24.
Oh yeah.
That's good, because he rolled a
Eli is
22.
clutch.
He rolled
Oh
a
my-
22, so rolling a 24 was quite good for you there.
Eli needs to be nerfed. He's too good.
So, Eli's just still holding on to this ball as this angry Goliath barrels across pillars, kind of does like the Hulk leap over to Eli's pillar and tries to knock him over the side of it, which will bring us to Ren's turn.
And yes, okay. So I'm like way far behind everybody else, right?
You're over next to.
Yeah, you're in front of
Cedric.
Cedric, behind Eli.
All right. Is there any space on Eli's platform? Or is there not?
It would be a tight squeeze to get onto Eli's platform because there's currently 2 other people on it, but you can certainly try.
Okay.
Can
Is there
fit
one? Is there one
between the
like
legs of the
adjacent?
Goliath.
Yes, there is a platform that is adjacent to Eli's.
Okay. And can I get there in my movement?
Yes, it would just be one platform away from where you currently are to get across from Eli.
Okay. How far can I go on my full movement? Like, just like my full movement to get.
If
to,
you're
like, this
going
far
to
enough
dash, you can get in front of Eli.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get in front of Eli.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay.
Don't do what Nate did and roll a 1. That's not what you're going for.
No, I got a 19. We're good.
Perfect. So, Ren double moves across one platform, doof, perfect landing, one platform. He's getting close to an angry Goliath, but other than that, he seems to be in a pretty good spot.
I go, oh hey man.
And if he doesn't get knocked over by said Goliath, as the Goliath bounds over to his platform, he'd be in a fantastic position for Eli to pass the ball to him.
It's gonna be the plan.
So, Ren,
I like the plan.
can you
Don't
go
fall.
ahead? Go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me.
Strength saving throw.
DC 13.
Norm. 22.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. There's been some high rolls tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
God, our Goliath must be out of practice.
Yeah. It's actually, it's 14. It was 17, but still, because 14 plus 13 plus 4. Oh, well. That's fine. I don't expect to roll well anymore. Eli, as this Goliath is just trying to shove this small dwarf off the platform, it seems like mostly the issue is he can't quite get down to the right level to shove the dwarf because he's not used to fighting such a small target. What would you like to do?
Oh, so it's back to me again?
Yep.
So I'm currently on the same pillar with a Goliath, right?
Yep.
And Ren is like a bit ahead of me.
Yes, Ren is one set of pillars ahead of you.
If I throw the ball, would he try and block it?
He can, yeah. It would be opposed checks.
Okay. I'm just gonna take the disengage action and then move forward a pillar and then throw it to Ren.
Okay. These stupid, slippery rogues giving these Goliaths trouble as he goes to kind of like try to tackle you, but his arms just close in midair as you leap to the set of pillars in front of him. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Oh.
23.
Wow.
10-point
It's
landing
like
again.
literally dead center. It's like hugging him.
And then go ahead and make another check to toss it over to Ren.
Acrobatics again?
Yep.
Ooh, 12.
Okay, Ren, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
All
Don't
right,
fail
this
me,
is- this is-
Ren.
This is where we fail. I'm sorry. Everyone.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so as you toss it over to the other platform, the other Goliath realizing he's not going to have much luck shoving the tiny dwarf off the platform, just reaches up and grabs the ball before it can land down into into anywhere near Ren's body.
I'm like, bruh.
Can I use the rest of my movement to move to their end zone?
Because your jump distance is further, right?
Yes.
You can get to the set of pillars right before the end zone, so you're one
Okay.
away. And then that'll bring us to the Goliath that's sitting on the same thing with Cedric, frustrated that the ball is on completely the wrong side of the field. Just
I'm
goes
rolling
to
the
put
check.
all of his strength into it and try to shove you off.
Okay.
Did you roll a 20?
Well, yeah, Cody rolled a
27.
nat 20.
I
Yeah,
rolled a-
nat 20.
Okay, I rolled a 19, which becomes a 23, but still, like,
27.
as he does so, his hands just smash into you, but you're like, nope, I've been bitten by vampires. I can certainly survive getting shoved in a game. And then he goes to leap to the other platforms. Would you like to make an unarmed strike against him as he leaves your range?
Yeah.
Push him.
Yes, I would. Thank you very much.
What?
I think you're
Yeah,
rolling.
you're
wrong.
rolling because it says D
Yeah.
before the 20.
Yeah.
Okay, double nat 20, sure.
Wait, but they're usually green if they're natural.
It's because he's not actually rolling using
Yeah.
like the hotkeys that we're using. He's actually just
Oh.
typing it in chat every time.
Wait, let me just double check something. Yeah, okay.
There you go. That time it's a 19.
What the hell?
It's just Cody rolling. That's just how it works.
So you kind of shove into his back, and you watch him lose balance and topple over and land down into the snow.
Can I give the other guys a smirk look?
Yes,
Does the
it is
mind
now
game
actually
thing?
your turn.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take the ball if I can. I don't know if I have
The
the
ball is
movement,
all the
from
way on the other
guy.
side of the field.
Okay, is there another Goliath I can try to just trip?
They're all on their side of the field at this point.
All right, so I'll just get closer to them
Okay.
as far as I can.
So you're able to get to
So-
the first row of pillars on their side of the field.
Yeah, so I will take the dash action and just get really close.
Okay. So you're one set of pillars behind where Ren is.
Okay.
Ren is right in front of you, and Eli's 2 sets of pillars in front of that, and then there's the final pillar at the end of their field. In that case, we are going to jump down to the Goliath that's on the same platform as Ren. He is going to toss the ball over Ren's head to the other Goliath that's a little bit further up. Ren, would you like to use your action to try to oppose the roll?
Oh, yeah. How do I do that?
Just make a strength check.
Just a
Playing
regular
monkey
strength
in
check?
the
Or,
middle of the
sorry,
short
athletics.
kid.
Athletics? Alright. 14.
No, he actually rolled a 22 this time. So he just hurls the ball across. Seems to be having better luck with the dwarf than with rogues, and has the ball on the same set of pillars that Cedric is on the set of pillars behind where you are.
Okay.
In that case,
I see how it is, Jake.
Hey, I can't do anything about that. Ren, it's your turn.
Can I try to push the Goliath that's on my thing off?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, what's the check for that?
Athletics. It's all athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, athletics. We love that. 14 again.
Now he got a 23 this time. As you go to shove him,
Right. I'll be like, wow, you're a big boy.
he goes. The Goliath that currently has the ball is going to try to jump over to the pillar across from Cedric, not trying to cross where he is, and then get over to the pillar in the middle of the field. And he just makes it.
Oh.
That would have been nice if he fell.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I like that.
Eli,
Okay, so how far away is he?
your entire movement away from you.
Like the 30-foot movement or the 90-foot movement?
No, the 90-foot movement, because it's
Oh, wow.
jumping basically back across the field.
Yeah, I guess.
You're gonna move back.
Yep.
Okay, you're able to get over to where he is. Cedric.
I am going to try to trip him again because I want the ball, and I realize that it's actually possible to trip Goliath, but not with the
No,
roll
not
cat.
with you.
Not with the
Nope, he's still hanging on to the ball. He's gonna try to shove you back.
Coronavirus.
He fails, and then he can't disengage because he just tried to shove you, and then he's going to try to jump across a set of pillars. So if you'd like to make an attack of opportunity,
Do I get to shove him? Do I get to attack him as well? If I
are
ran up
you
here?
on the
So that's
same
like a 12.
pillar? No. Sure,
Yeah.
Eli, you get to make an attack of opportunity. So your strength up. It's unarmed, so strength.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just a 7. I thought I could have had the other thing.
No, this is just trying to shove him.
Oh,
0.
He kind of lands, looks over, realizing now he really just has the dwarf in front of him to contend with. So what would the dwarf like to do?
The dwarf is gonna stay where he is, I think, right? Because he's at the far end of the field by, like the end zone of the bad guys.
Yes.
I think he's gonna stay there. And
Yeah,
kinda
you
play
could
some-
you could get there with your movement.
Okay, I'm gonna chill like kind of between the goal and where the ball is.
Okay, sure. You're able to do
So
that.
can I get there with just my movement?
Yep, with just your movement, you're able to get over there. Would you like to hold your
Okay,
action?
and then yeah, I like to hold my action to like prep to catch something.
Sure.
Whether it be a Goliath or a ball.
Whether it be
Yeah.
a Goliath or a ball. The other Goliath is going to get into a position. He's just going to try to move up. He's going to move past where, not stepping on Cedric and Eli's pillars. He's just going to try to get to the pillar in the middle. And he does so. Eli, what would you like to do?
I guess I'm gonna go try and hit the Goliath who just ran away from me.
But you don't have to hit him. You could also just try to get the ball.
What am I rolling to get the ball?
Dex.
I would like to try and get the ball.
Yes, I figured.
come on, I'm rolling
You're-
off the balance out here.
14.
Well, it's an opposed check. I could roll bad again.
You could.
And I did.
I see.
So Eli does have the ball back. Would you like to use any of your other movement to get across? Get back? Or
How
would you
much
like
movement do I have left?
you have like half of your normal move left, or double that if you. So you can get almost back to their end zone if you don't disengage.
Oh wow.
I mean,
Or you can just try to toss the ball on a much larger check over to Ren, who's almost on the other side of the field.
I could also toss it to Cedric, who's like
could.
up in
Who's
one
halfway
action.
between you two. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and
we
throw
got a
it
good
to
setup.
Cedric.
We got a
That seems
good
like a
setup.
reasonable
All right.
plan.
Both of you go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Ooh, 9.
Oh
Cedric.
good.
20.
Okay, that balances it out. Cedric is able to catch the ball, as it looks like this is the opposite of what happened last time. Last time Cedric threw the ball, it went wide, and this time Eli's the one that messes up the throw. You guys clearly weren't sports kids growing up, but it all works out in the end. Cedric, it is now your turn. What would you like to do? You can move.
How close can I get if I dash?
Well, then you'd be provoking an attack of opportunity from the Goliath next to you, or you can toss the ball to Ren.
I'm going to do a nice and easy toss.
Okay.
I was ready for a long
No,
time.
the last time it was too easy.
Ren, being you held your action to catch, I'm going to go ahead and let you make your athletic check with advantage,
That's a 22.
which you probably won't need.
17.
Okay.
So we got 22 and a 17.
I
So
have the
you-
ball.
So Ren now has the ball one set of pillars away from the Goliath end zone.
Go, Rin, go.
The angry Goliath that's on the same pillar as Cedric just kind of glares at him and is not going to disengage and is still going to dash to try to catch up with Ren. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity, Cedric?
I would like to. No.
I honestly feel bad for these Goliaths.
They're not doing great.
Well, it's just like They don't get to disengage and then still shove somebody or
That's
dash.
just
Yeah, we're
you,
not all a
Dan.
rogue.
That's just you.
God.
Never play football with a rogue.
Apparently. So he is able to make it across and is standing on the same pillar as Ren. You can see smoke steaming from his nostrils in the cold winter air. Ren, it is your turn.
So I can't just leave because then he can hit me, right?
You can actually
can
just
just
disengage,
disengage.
and as long as you pass your athletics check, you're fine.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
All right.
DC
here we
10?
go.
Oh, darn.
What I
Red,
get?
no.
I can't
Oh,
see what I.
you got
Oh,
an 8.
no.
No! So as
No.
Ren leaps in the air, he just looks over with this smug look on his face, smile across, goes to jump, hits into the ground as the Goliath grabs the ball. We were this close.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did have a defender.
They do.
Yeah.
Wait, how many Goliaths are there left?
Eli,
3.
1. 2.
I'm
2.
playing midfield.
Eli's playing midfield. What would you like to do?
Do I still have the Goliath next to me, or was he the one that just sprinted across the
He's
field?
the one that just ran away. You have one kind of behind you.
Okay, and he's towards our end zone.
Yeah.
Can I ready my action to try and intercept the ball?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Okay,
it would be
I'll go with
epic if
that.
you did that.
Speaking of which, Cedric, what would you like to do?
Okay, I can see he's trying to intercept the ball. I am going to try to trip the guy with the ball.
Okay, so you're going to go over to where the guy with the ball is and try to
Yeah,
chip
I'm
him?
gonna try. Like when he caught the ball, I'm gonna try to just like stick my leg out and see if I trip him.
Okay, well,
'Cause I can't hit him. That's a bad idea.
go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
21.
We actually tied, so you don't trip him off the side.
Oh, damn it.
Looking over at Cedric, he's just going to try to hurl the ball towards the Goliath that's near your zone. Eli, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Can I try to like stick my hand
Yeah.
up?
No, because you weren't
Darn.
readying your action for this.
Holy crap, that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, good news. I rolled worse.
Hey.
Whoa!
So Eli grabs the ball as it makes a wobbly kind of hurl across the midfield. Red is out of initiative. The Goliath that is now behind Eli is going to jump over and try to shove him. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Well.
You do pass.
Hey.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so I've learned that we both roll well together.
Yes.
Yes.
And that'll bring us back to Eli's turn. What would you like to do?
So I'd take an attack of opportunity if I just blitzed it across the
If
field,
you just
right?
blitzed it, yes, but you would make it across the field.
I mean, it's still a dex save on your
It's still
part.
a dex save if you get hit, so.
Yeah, I'll take the risk.
Okay.
Come on, yes.
Win the game.
Oh no.
He hits. Go ahead and make a dex save.
Oh, wait, no, dex save. Dex saving throw. Normal. 17.
There we go.
Yep, that's exactly what you needed.
Yes!
You watch
He
as
goes all the
Eli
way.
sprints across a Goliath, smashes into his back with the palm of his hand, but it only seems to propel him further forward as you watch Eli just blitz across the columns and get to the end, ending the game of Goat Ball. Does Eli have a
it's,
victory
like,
dance?
it's like the floating things in Halo.
Exactly.
Should have started with
I
that.
like to think he just slaps them all the way to the end zone.
During this entire time, I just want to say, Crypt's kind of just been like, that could have gone better.
Okay, now I'm going to do the shoulder bump with Eli.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do that now?
Attune walks over to Eli and extends a hand.
I'll shake his hand with my very small
hand.
hand. Her hand.
No,
I
not
didn't even
Ola
do the
guy.
thing.
Attune, who was the guy. So
Okay.
Oh.
Eli
Okay.
got that correct.
Shake his hand.
And you know what? That's actually a pretty good place to go ahead and take a break. So that was an hour and 20 minutes of Goat Ball, and we'll be back
Alright.
with the next part.
Well, that and stuttering conversation. But
Yes,
hey, let's
that-
ignore
yes.
that first part. The last
I
part.
will
We'll be back.
with soup.
Robert will be back with soup. I'll get a bottle of water, and we'll continue the story of Wyrdom Crag.
think I can tonight. It's Friday. I have a lab report I need to turn
Dan
in
has
again.
lab reports due, and we are back. So,
All right.
So, as the excitement dies down from the game, people shake each other's hands, kind of nod in respect to the victors. You know, good game, good game. There's some pats on the shoulders. Overall, a very friendly process. Olagai works over. So, you at least have the trust of my people. And you have
Thank you for
shown
the
that Sky
opportunity.
Tower Shelter can carry themselves with some degree of sportsmanship. And she nods to the slightly bruised Crip.
Yeah. No. That's. Yeah.
Poor Crip. Didn't even get a turn.
I didn't have a chance to rage. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, you rolled a 1 at the wrong time.
Yeah. Either way.
Why don't you all join me down in the feasting cave?
Ooh, feasting game.
That sounds really weird. I'm not going to say that, but that's what I'm thinking. And then I'm just going to nod.
We would appreciate. Thank you.
She
Of
leads
course.
you.
Yeah.
She leads you past the main area where you had previously been. There's some corridors that had branching to the left and right of the cave complex of Wyrdom Crag. And she leads you into a large sloped room. Here, 3 adult Goliaths you see are cooking meat over a rectangular fire pit in the middle of a 15-foot high cave, while a younger Goliath distributes ceramic bowls and plates of food to other Goliaths sitting around the room on woolly rugs and furs. It's not like a formal dining setup where you have people at tables and, you know, there's no black tie attire here. Everyone's just kind of sitting on furs that are stretched across the floor. You see,
I can't think of a better way. To do it.
You see, there's an older Goliath that's drumming on what looks to be a goat skin drum held between his knees, while some others join in with some humming. Some bring out some whistle-like instruments. There's a crude string instrument. Those seated next to him occasionally move out of the way as a pair of young children begin to wrestle in front of the small band that they have set up.
So start with that.
Delightful.
Okay.
Malware bites.
They
Yeah.
Olagai motions for you all to sit on some of the rugs in front of a fur laid stool that she sits down on.
Yeah. We'll get a plate of food and sit down and see if she has anything to say. Just
Yeah.
see how much awkward silence there is before. See if she just says something.
She takes a long sip of her soup before placing it down and looking at the party. So, I will meet with Arn. However, I must insist that it is done here, outside on the goat ball court.
I think that can be somewhat arranged.
You think he'll leave Sky Tower Shelter to come and speak to me?
I have no idea.
I don't think it should be a problem. At least I don't feel like it should be a problem.
Most likely not. I don't know.
He sounds like he wants there to be a peace between
What?
the two, and I think this is the best way to do it.
No, that's
Really?
no. I don't think.
I mean, he
you're
does want
saying that.
peace. He's just, going the wrong way.
I guess. No, I get that's a better way of putting it. Yeah. Well, I mean, neither of you really want to fight, I guess. So I guess it's more of just avoiding that.
True.
Good. Yes. I do have a question that does not relate to that.
Oh, hold that thought
Um,
for just one moment, and
Oh.
you see approaching a young Goliath warrior. Aruk, what seems to be the problem? Sikri seems to have hurt herself again trying to fly. Would you come calm her down, ma'am? Yes, of course. Do any of you know magic?
Ren.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. He has a little bit of magics.
Would you come look at something for me?
Oh, sure, bud.
So she gets up and she begins heading off into one of the northeastern caves, and she motions for you to follow her.
We do.
Yep, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. I did want to see this.
Leading you through here, first she leads you through areas where valuables seem to be kept. You see rooms with gemstones, gold, old weapons, piles of money, and she leads you towards the back, where you see this strange creature that none of you have ever seen before. It's humanoid in form, maybe about 5 feet tall, but it has feathered wings. Actually, the whole form rather resembles more like an eagle melded with a person, rather than a person in and of itself. The creature kind of looks up, and she kind of looks down, and Olagai goes, "Did you try to fly again?" And the bird goes, "I'm sorry, I got so cooped up in here. I missed the sky. I just want to get back to my family." And Olagai sits
Wait,
down.
what language is the bird talking in?
Common.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a Kenku.
It's not a kangaroo.
Not a kangaroo.
Well, and Olagai sits down. "Yes, I know you want to get back to your family, but to fly now would not only be dangerous, it would also be foolish. You're not ready. Your wing is still broken, and the one person we had that could help you is far up in the mountains."
I'm going to stare at Ren.
What?
Ren has. You have healing on hand, right, Ren? Like that's a thing you do. No, I know it's a thing you do. Doc, see if this is something that he can fix quick.
Sure. Can I try and look at what's wrong? I'm asking both
Yes.
the Goliath and the DM.
Olagai nods and steps aside for you to go and take a look at what seems to be wrong here.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
22.
Yep, so very clearly the bone in this creature's wing has been broken, but also it seems to have, the way it fractured, it seems to have kind of splintered off and gone through the muscles and the veins that connect the top of her wing to her feathers.
Well, that isn't ideal.
Yeah.
Is
I want to say to Ren, I've seen you heal people before. It would look so good.
no, that's why we're here. Ren, just do a little bit, see if that helps. I
Sure.
guess.
I can cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
He's checking the rules.
I'm not checking the rules. I know the rules.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's 1d8 plus spell casting per spell level.
Yes. I meant this can't work on this particular situation because they're healthy. It's just their armor is broken. Might be different. I don't know.
It's Charisma, right? It's my
Yeah, plus your
charisma modifier?
it's your
your
spell
charisma.
casting. Yep.
'Cause you're a bard.
Yeah, dirty
I'm
bard.
a bard. So it's plus, what, 4?
Yes, 1d8 plus
Whatever
4.
your spell, whatever your charisma is.
I
You
forgot the
forgot the
R.
R.
LOL.
Happens.
8.
8. So as you cast the spell, you watch as some of the bones do meld back into place across the top of her
Gross.
arm. It's not perfect, but you do see a kind of glimmer and form into more of what an arm or a wing should look like.
I guess that's a little better. Good job, Ren.
Thanks.
I wanna whisper to Ren. Can you do it again? Like that.
I'll get pretty tired, but I can do it again, sure.
We can take a nap after this.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. Sure. I'm just curious how good it is.
Really good. 7.
Yeah. So as you cast the spell for the second time, you watch as the bones at the top completely fuse back together, and the tears that went through the top of her muscle just heal over themselves. As a magical light flows out of Ren's hands, and she kind of shakes the arm. Thank you. I thought I might never fly again.
Oh, never fear. I'm here.
If you ever find yourself in the north near the homes of my family, you'll be forever welcome. And then she turns to Olagai. Olagai, thank you so much for your hospitality here. If you hadn't found me in that blizzard, I almost certainly would have died. And Olagai, you see some tears in the corner of her eye. Of course, my dear. And she kind of brings her in a hug. No, I just wish my son had the same fate as you. I wish you the best of your luck, Sikri. Never forget Wyrdom Crag. And Sikri says, I won't, don't worry. And she heads towards the front of the cave, and she takes off into the sky and heads away from the spine of the north towards the setting sun.
Well, that was cool. And that kind of answers my question, too. Do you need a moment, Olagai, or...
Oh, I'll be quite all right. That was actually quite a nice thing you did.
Yeah.
Look, you're clearly good people, and whatever cause you're working towards is, I trust to be a just one.
Yeah.
I will meet Arn on neutral ground.
Okay. That's something. But as far as my question goes, I guess I had heard you had a great healer, but I suppose they're not available at the moment, are they?
Her name is Oymentruck.
Ormantruck.
She went on a quest to find something in the far north. She was near somewhere, a black cabin, last I heard from her.
Oh, darn.
That was somewhere we needed to go to for a while. Oh, well.
But she is the most powerful person I've ever personally had the pleasure of meeting. Myself included. If you need someone to help heal you and you can find her, it would certainly be worth the trip.
Would you know approximately how many days it would take to get there, or
From
We're
here,
not going there right now. Like, that was on the list, Cedric. The black
I know.
cabin that we had, that was
I'm just asking.
on the list, and we know, it would take us a week to get up there. Ish, right? I don't know.
More
from here
probably
on
because
foot,
we're already to the south.
from here on
we
foot,
have
it would
dogs.
take you. If you were taking with the dogs from where you currently are right now, it would still take a little while.
Yeah.
She motions
not
back
the-
into the main area, where the small party is still going on right now.
Quan is around with the festivities, right? Like,
Yes,
she's just
Quan
kind of
comes
eating
over
too.
to you.
Did you?
I have actually made some progress of my own. I convinced them not to bring an entourage of military people along to the gathering. You will just have to do the same with Arn.
That's okay. Good. As far as the no, I'll drop it. I'll drop it. All right. Yeah. Thank you. That's all right. We'll see if we can do that. DM, we have 2 days after this to get before something bad happens with the towns.
Yeah,
correct?
this evening and 2 more days.
Yeah. I wish Arkham left Atlas or something. All right.
Can you not just
It took-
whistle and have them come back?
Oh, I haven't. I don't have a mount, unfortunately. We, I certainly wouldn't be here if I did. But no, we would have to walk over there because we kind of left our animals with my sister. Great. But yeah, you guys played well. It's called the Feast Cave for a reason.
The Goliaths largely weren't listening to what you were saying, as more of them are now wrestling across the floor. But they do seem to be having a jolly old time in the feasting cave.
Are you going to join them in their festivities?
Outside, you hear the sound of flapping wings.
Okay.
And Olagai motions. I believe your ride is here.
Perfect.
Wow.
Thank you for the consideration, the great game, and the food.
I just ask
We
one thing
will-
in return.
Oh no. Yes.
In these parts, when we found that Aokrokra, we lost my son. His name was Kapanuk in the blizzard near caves just south of Easthaven. If you should happen to come across a Goliath that resembles me, but in his prime, I simply ask that you help him get back home.
Of course. His name one more time, please.
Kapanuk.
Kapanuk.
We've only seen one dead Goliath, right?
Yes, and his name is not Kapanuk.
Yeah.
No.
Well, also we already knew that he could not be royalty anyway because he was with that lady. So
Yeah.
All right. We'll keep an eye out. Again, thank you. And I will walk to our ride. Unless
Okay.
you guys have anything to do.
Nope.
Okay.
So, you didn't get
Alright.
yourself killed.
Surprisingly,
Not yet.
not that we actually brought it up, in honesty, but we think we might have a similar. Hopefully, it's a compromise.
I'm gonna
Compromise
say-
is good, especially considering
we
I
did good.
see no cloak in your hands.
Yep. We'll see what happens.
Well, he motions for you to get on the back of Atlas. The
Oh yes.
15-foot-long griffin kind of ruffles his feathers as he settles down for you all to get onto him.
Pat his head.
I'm
Jump
getting
on.
on that. I also want to pat the head, but respectfully, I am not booping the snoot. I am patting the head.
Finger in mouth.
You know,
In mouth.
the way you would like with a horse before you get on. I don't know. Whatever.
Come on, Atlas. And Atlas follows in pursuit of his mate as they both take to the sky. At first, the sensation of soaring into the air for those who are not accustomed to it is quite disturbing again as the wind rushes back into your face and you look at the rapidly retreating ground beneath you, soaring far higher than humans had been intended to. But, yes.
Yeah, just like on the way there, I will keep a general eye out for Kapanuk.
Okay, so it is
Like,
hard to make out in the night sky what you can see below you.
right?
But go ahead and, I guess, make a perception check.
Is this disadvantage? I do not have the thing.
Then yes.
Okay. 7.
There's so many strange shapes moving around in the mountains at night, and from the height that you're flying at, it's impossible to tell.
Yep. All right. Just keeping a word. All right.
Finally, as you finish your magnificent journey, you see the awe-inspiring spire of Sky Tower Shelter reaching into the sky as you are piloted into the Griffin Caves. As you land, waiting for you, you see 2 Goliath warriors and Arn. As the griffins fly back and drop you off and fly back into their nests further up into the cave. The little one is still in that makeshift nest that was set up last time to nurse it.
Yep.
You see Arn standing there with his arms crossed. I heard you were returning. So, my cloak?
Her cloak.
I was under the impression that it would now be my cloak.
We don't have the cloak, but they agreed the peace proposal.
We did something different, I suppose.
You did something different.
Yes.
Speak plainly. What is this different thing that you speak of when I specifically asked for a cloak made of dragon hide?
Horsemanship between the two tribes instead of the plain mistrust that's relative between them. I have not spoken on your behalf, but said along the lines of perhaps we could come to an agreement as far as working together. She and we have won a game in order to... Ogila is open to talks with working together. That is what we have accomplished. She is willing to talk.
She proposed that
We proposed.
well,
We are open to talks. That is what we have
and
done.
we were worried that if we were to ask for the cloak after she agreed to the peace agreement, it would make things go south. And my party and I figured it's better to have a peace proposal than to chance no peace and a cloak.
I was here to ask. There, I said it.
You hear a voice speak up from behind them. You should listen to them, Arn. And you see a much, much, much older Goliath, older than Olagai. Clearly, she is actually using a cane she's clearly blind as she uses a cane to guide herself through the Griffin Cave.
That's cool.
Be quiet, mother. You know not of what you speak. You can't even see what you are talking about. If we had a healer like the one in Wyrdom Crag, my vision could be restored. Just something to think about. We have no magic left here, she says as she turns around, using the cane to guide her out of the cave. Very well. I will consider what you speak of. But this does not greatly please me.
Understood. Understood. Is that it?
As he walks away, I'll see you in the morning with my answer.
Thank you. All right. Looked at
Self-centered asshole, I want to say under my breath.
well,
He doesn't want peace with people because of a
they're
god.
not at war either, Cedric. They're not at war either.
Yeah, Cold War.
Yeah, it's a Cold War. It's not peace.
It's more of just we'll stay out of each other's way. But if we
Cold
see
War is
you,
no war. That would just be
cold as in they just don't want to talk with each other. But now we've done that. We've done that. And to be honest, if I had just walked up and said, "Yo, Arn wants your cloak," we would have had our ass handed to us a million times over. Why do you think
agree with you.
Quan was so
There
quick?
was no simple way for us to get that cloak.
Yeah, I
What we
feel like
did was much more important than getting a cloak. If your leader decides,
No, that is why he is considering. Like, yes, what you're saying is good, but it's not what he had asked. His word is law here. You know that. His word is law. That was his condition, and we have not done that. Like, Crip is shaking a little bit. Like, he's a little intimidated by the man.
I feel like we could take him more than we could take the old lady.
Oh no, we could certainly take the lady more than him, but I would not fight an entire tribe of people. I want to help you, but understand that is way too much to ask of even us.
Can't we just beat him at goat ball and like take his position or something?
They're less into goat ball here, more into griffin training.
Yeah.
Can
There,
we beat
it
him in
might
a
have-
griffin race?
Hurts a little
my
bit more to
knowledge.
fall off griffin back than it does to slip off a goat ball platform.
Yeah.
No, just a nice casual race.
well, it doesn't seem like we can do much until tomorrow.
Right.
Doesn't agree to this. What do we do? We would literally just have to go back saying that we failed, and then we'd probably lose way too many soldiers getting them in position.
Or we can just have the other tribe agree to let our people through.
I don't want to do that.
I think it is a double tribe thing. I think
No, they said at
It's
least
not a
one.
double. It's not a double tribe thing. It's not a double tribe thing. Like, we're just on that path.
Oh,
They
only
said
one
one, but two if it's possible.
Yes, but his thing was to get the cloak, which is not easy.
Griff, I understand that this is your tribe, but for the safety of hundreds, maybe thousands of people, if he doesn't agree to this, we might have to go with just traveling through one tribe.
I don't. Yes, no, you're right, but we came here first. That is what happened. This is where we're at. If you want to try to do that, be my guest, but you'll have no words from me for it.
All right.
Okay.
Should we? It's
We're
would probably be too much to talk about it with the other tribe tonight.
yeah, no,
It
we're
would be better to do it tomorrow before we leave.
as far as things are concerned.
If he says no, this is the worst case scenario.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate. Has Quan just kind of been around, or has she left already?
Quan is near one of the griffin trainers looking at one of the young ones. You see, looking over in the area that she is, there is a freshly hatched griffin youngling in the nest, where an older griffin trainer is stroking it and trying to help it stand up for the first time. Its legs are all wobbly. Its wings don't quite work right.
All right. I'll walk over and ask, did you happen to think of any way to get it outright from just asking? That probably would have worked better.
Getting her cloak.
It is impossible, I know.
No, but have you thought of trying to cure his mother's blindness?
Up until now, I did not know it was his mother. I just thought it was, hey, we've got something going around. But
And you did ask if we
now
had
that
anybody
is-
with blindness.
we don't. Wait, Ren, can you cure blindness?
But you did in the cave seem to work for that bird.
I don't think so.
I don't.
Can I cure blindness? Is that something I can do?
Does she still have eyes?
Yes.
Let's.
Then we probably
Oh,
can't.
then probably, yeah.
I mean, we could try, but
If she has eyes, probably. But if she doesn't have eyes, I mean, no, she's done.
She does have eyes.
That's assuming that this person thinks that if his mother can see, that changes the validity of her opinions.
You have
no,
to
it doesn't.
understand,
We do something. Yeah.
Cedric. It's not a matter of that. It's a show of good faith. We are a people of debts. I am indebted to Sky Tower Shelter for thievery, so I am doing my best to make sure that my people will never want for anything again. If you cure his mother's blindness, he will be indebted to you. Just like Wyrdom is indebted to you for healing that bird.
Okay. It's worth a shot, but the chance of it working, I'd say, is slim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It probably
Brett, do you have
depends.
another one of those ready, or do you have to sleep?
I've got enough ready. Yeah, I've got one ready.
All right. I say we at least make the attempt, see if Ren can heal it. But we do know the location of a woman who can, at least.
Yeah.
I suppose if we do that, it would be too late, though. So I guess. All right.
Unless
That is
Ren
the
knows how
one
to
thing we
teleport us
can
halfway
do for
across
what
the.
we can get to heal you, Chris. If they don't agree to this, and because it is better for these people if they are, at ease with each other.
And Quan stands up and she places her hand on Cedric's shoulder. And I would be eternally indebted to you if you could help me save my people.
Wait, she's referring to the.
You are referring to Sky Tower, correct?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. No,
Danger.
that's
I've seen things while I was away. These mountains are not safe.
Oh, you're
No, they
telling
aren't.
me.
Clearly, anything safe.
All right.
The
What,
tales
is
of
something coming?
the tales of Dwergar are true. And if we are divided,
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah, we know.
and
yeah.
I found their fortress. And if we are divided,
We found their fort.
things will
Crap,
be
that's
quite
a
bad.
lot.
They're
I
mining.
feel like we have to resolve this civil war, then we can have to worry about the Dwergar.
We got a lot of things on our plate.
And then we have to worry about keeping each other alive.
That's constant. That's not part of the list. That's just constant.
You know what I mean, Crip?
I do, which is why I said it.
Didn't that old lady who died say there was a Dwerger fortress around here, or was it somewhere else?
No, she said it was in the spine of the north.
Okay.
Listen, we won't forget about the Dwergar, but we are
Either
have
way,
no choice but to worry about what is going on currently. With
yes,
the towns.
I agree with Cedric.
yes, Quan.
Which way is that fortress?
The
If you
fortress.
don't mind me asking.
The fortress is towards Easthaven. If you go past, it's basically here. She points across the mountains from her position all the way across, stretching for maybe 20 miles off in the distance, where there's kind of like a ridge down, and then the mountains slope back up into another series of ridges.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that'd be where it is.
They're mining
boy.
Chardlyn.
Crap. Chardlyn is that stuff that we don't like, correct?
Chardlyn is what made Ren go insane. Chardlyn is the thing that can conduct magic.
Yep. Well, crap. No, that's information.
I'm excited for when we have to use that.
Yeah. Either way. We'll go see if we can do that. Ren, if you would follow me.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll go towards Arn's residence.
I'll follow as well.
So going through the Griffin Cave, you travel up the passage, the chute that you traveled down to get here last time. You go past the Shrine of Mind and Spirit, past that runestone, and you go past the Shrine of Mind and Body, and you arrive at the Chieftain's Cave. At this point, the torches have been put out, and no one is sitting on the throne, but directly off to the side of it is Arn's private chambers.
I really don't want to bother him. I'll go over and knock on whatever is represented as not crossing the threshold.
Okay, there's no real doors here, but there's kind of
Right.
like, there's just like, yeah. So you don't go into the boundary of the room. As you knock, you're greeted by the sound of, which you've heard once before when those crag cats snarled at you in the first session. And you
Yep.
see first walking down the hallway a large white tiger of a creature, which just kind of crouches and looks up at you. And you hear in giant from inside, "Down, girl, down!" And walking over, you don't see Arn, but you see a younger, you see another Goliath come over. How can I help you?
We have been made aware of who is blind. It was mentioned to us when we first arrived. Our friend here does possess a small amount of magic healing. If we could try on the chief's mother to cure her blindness, it was not thought of until now.
Of course. Let me go make sure that my husband's still awake, and then we'll head right down there at the soonest convenience. Arn!
Crap.
Arn, these people say that they can cure your mother's blindness.
We didn't say that. Oh gosh.
What?
We're gonna try.
We're going to try.
You can
I
cure her
don't know how
blindness.
magic is.
We're gonna give
We
it
can
a shot.
certainly try.
Very well then. Let's go take a look. Follow me. And he motions for you to come down this corridor with him.
We do.
It branches off to both the left and the right, and he takes the left-hand side. In here, the crag cat sits by a roaring fire where you see the same older woman sitting on a pile of furs, just kind of staring off with her cloak wrapped around her. Go at it.
Do your best, friend.
Okay. I'm gonna cast it at level 3.
We don't have level 3.
Level
We have
2.
level 2.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We have
We
level
have
2.
level 2. We're not level
Yes.
5.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's
We're
what
getting
I
there.
meant.
We're getting there quickly.
Almost. Hopefully.
Okay, so I cast it at level 2, so that's what, 2d8?
Yep.
2d8
2d8 plus
plus
4.
4.
Plus 4. 10.
As you cast it, you watch as the cloudiness recedes from her eyes,
Oh, wow.
and she takes a moment and she blinks. And she just holds her hand out in front of her over the fire.
God, blindness is so much easier to fix in this campaign.
First of all, you went in blind because a psychic dragon yelled at you. I don't want to hear it. She holds her hand out in front of her over the fire, and she just kind of turns it. I can't believe... And you watch as tears start to roll down the side of her face, and Arn comes over and puts his arms around her.
Worked.
I didn't mean to make her cry.
The other Goliath comes
You
over.
have to make a grown man cry.
The other Goliath comes over and places his hand on Arn's shoulder. Arn, if they've helped you like this, you should at least consider what they want. And he watches Arn kind of takes a moment and bows his head. Very well. I shall meet on your terms. You have cured
Thank
your
you.
mother's blind. You've cured my mother's blindness, and I'm now in your debt.
All right. The detail of this can be talked about in person, I suppose. As far as things are concerned, they would like to meet at the Goat Ball Court over in Wyrdom.
Well, they said
No,
neutral
she said
territory, though.
she said they would meet
Neutral?
She said they'd meet halfway between the Goat Ball Court and the Griffin Caves.
Right. Yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
And
You've
without
ground
an
halfway
entourage.
between our people. Without an wait, who said without an entourage? Wait, yeah, I
Her
guess
again.
Yeah.
Kwan convinced
yes.
the military that the warriors do not need to accompany on this journey.
Yeah. Without warriors, I think it's a one-on-one situation.
You watch as Arn kind of grimaces at the thought of not traveling with warriors, but the other Goliath places his hand on his shoulder, and Arn kind of just shakes his head. Very well then. If this is the way it is, this is the way it shall be. I shall see you at daybreak.
Thank you. And we'll take our leave.
So you head back through the caves of the Sky Tower Shelter, heading through the Shrine of Mind and Spirit, through the Griffin Caves.
I would like to sit there for a minute, just because of all this going down. Like,
Okay.
I would like to sit there for a minute.
So you take a moment. Would anybody else like to sit with Crip?
Yeah, I'll just sit with Crip.
Okay. Crip takes a seat in front of the runestone. As Quan sees you do this, she does the same thing.
Yeah, sure, I'll join in as well.
And I'll tell Crip, I know you like your home very much, and for what it's worth, I think you did a great thing for them.
It wasn't out of anything other than not wanting to ask for that stupid cape, for that great cape.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to say, the cape doesn't matter anymore. It looks like it's going to work, and it's good for the towns and your people. Everyone
No.
benefits from this.
I'm not saying this isn't a good thing. I'm saying it's... I could have just walked up to her and said, Arn would like the cape, please.
Could have all done that.
Yeah,
And I don't think that was the best way to do it.
that's why it didn't happen.
Right.
Quan
You could
reaches
have.
over
I
and
don't think she would agree to this.
and
if you
pats Crip's shoulder. Alt, for what it's worth, we definitely did the right thing. Read the rock.
Yeah.
And she motions to the runestone. Written here, it tells of the vision and the leadership of the great birds that led us from our homes in the caves below the earth against the frost giants to make our home here, in the sky. And it wasn't just strength. And it wasn't grudges that allowed them to soar above their enemies. It was ingenuity
their mind.
and their mind and teamwork. And that is the way forward.
As always.
And look what happened out of this. We cured someone of blindness.
I was on a... Until today, I didn't just think it would work. I just didn't think it would work.
I didn't think it would work either, but it did. Maybe occurrences do exist.
What exists?
Happy occurrences. Just happen by chance.
Happy curses? What?
Occurrences, like by chance, something happens and it's good.
Okay, say that one more time. I don't think I'm hearing you right, Cody.
What happy occurrences? It's just
Happy
like,
occurrences.
Yeah.
I thought you kept saying happy curses or something.
no, not curses. No one's getting
Curse.
cursed. I mean, technically, it might be a happy curse if someone cursed her to be blind, but you know.
Either way, I'll start reading the rock.
She motions.
Horse riding is
Oh.
similar to giant riding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She motions.
Can I make out some of the rock?
Yeah, sure. It mostly tells of the history of the Griffins rising against the Frost Giants and working with the Goliaths.
Yeah.
She motions to the humans and the dwarf. If you clear your minds and listen to the rock, it can help you.
All right, I'll listen to the rock.
Yeah, I'll listen to the rock too.
So,
I'll try to listen to the rock. Yeah.
as you sit there and you just kind of let go of all the occurrences, all the violence of the past few days, all the dead people, all the craziness, all the horrible things that you've seen, and the good things that you have managed to do, you feel a sense of clarity wash over you. And for the next 24 hours, you can add a d6 to any wisdom, charisma, or intelligence skill.
Oh, that's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Or saving throw.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna be saving throw.
I thought it was going to be something like this. Good.
My next medicine check gets an extra D8,
d6.
D6, whatever.
All right.
The most it gives me is my medicine skill again.
All right. Well, if you guys aren't too full from the feast cave, I got some stuff I can look up. Yeah. Back to, we'll go back to, my
sister's?
home. Yeah, my sister's home. Yeah, that place, and I'll cook a little bit
So,
of food.
As you walk
Okay.
back in the door, your sister's like, "Oh, thank God! I really thought that you might die out there." So, just walking into Wyrdom Crag like that.
Oh yeah, no. Although what you had recommended with the goat ball thing actually worked very well. Thank you.
I'm gonna do the awkward standing in the corner thing again.
Yes.
Yeah, you're like, get over here, buddy.
Friendship in the awkward corner.
I have good ideas sometimes, I suppose.
There were always good ideas. Either way, let me show you a little something I picked up from the outside, and I'll start like using some of the stuff I have just to like cook a little bit, flavor it with whatever I have
Sure.
on hand, and just kind of do that.
She silently watches as you cook that. That's quite impressive. What were you using to cook? I'm just curious.
Like what practiced on, or what?
No,
I
what
brought?
ingredients are you using at this point? What are you preparing?
Like most of it is whatever like meat we have and like whatever frozen pantry thing we have, along with any little like whatever isn't, like maybe a few of the oats I got all that time back for Ren to snack on, like maybe like use that a little bit to make like a weird oatmeal soup
Okay.
ish thing.
Sure, you're able to prepare your cooking supplies for the next day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's easily enough
And
to
we
be
just
done.
kind of have like a little feast.
Okay. So your sister just kind of looks at you. So I take it everything else went well.
Yeah. We might have had a compromise, and we healed the chief's mother's blindness.
Really?
Somehow. Yeah. So he's at least open to the consideration of working together with them. There's a lot of stuff north of here that's getting weird, or at least that was Cedric's point. So we're just kind of not asking about the cloak at all. So I think it worked out really well. And I had my ass absolutely handed to me in goat. Oh my goodness.
Did you really? Yes. You always were a bit scrawny.
A little bit. A little bit. A lot.
Dragon chest in the corner.
Okay.
Again,
This
Jay,
right.
just tell me when I'm an expert. I'm gonna keep doing this.
As soon as you take human determination or whatever it is, prodigy.
Prodigy, yep. Sure, you keep working on your dragon chess.
Yeah. No, I'm getting this book out. I am studying strategies, okay? I'm studying strategies.
I like how you're so scared. You just don't challenge people anymore. You just read.
Yeah.
You just feel so demoralized after losing to Crypt.
Crip's sister looks at you playing. Could I give it a try? I've never actually played a game myself, but I've seen it played quite a few times.
You want to play Dragon Chess?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
It's like Ren. Give her an extra D6.
I'm gonna.
She won't. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna play easy on her.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll like disadvantage.
Go ahead.
You're real. And now you're gonna lose on purpose for no reason. And don't forget that.
Okay, I do better when I try to lose.
It's like me shooting at an invisible target.
She got a 20 total. What did you get?
Oh my god, I 17. It's okay, guys. I was trying to lose.
Sure.
Oh, well, this game really is not that hard. Well, that was quite fun. Thank you very much. And she pats you on the shoulder
I'm
as
gonna
she heads
put
off
my
to
head
bed.
in my hands, and then I'm gonna continue studying.
I'll follow her a little bit because I have a question. One last question. I don't really want them to hear it.
What is it, little brother?
So, how long did they search? I guess. Like, obviously, it wasn't that long, but how long did you guys worry or think, oh, he's dead, until you came to, he's dead. I'm dead.
We searched for a long time. And then,
The cult.
that Auril came here, and for a short while, some of her servants invaded our lands. It's quite gruesome, and that's how Mother died.
Right.
And Father didn't last long after that for his stubbornness.
Yeah.
But they never stopped worrying Alt. They both worried until the day they died.
I needed to hear that. Thank you.
As did I. And I have to say, it saddens me that you need to leave again so quickly after coming back home, but I think you need to avenge them. The thing that caused this is still out there.
Yeah. That's on the to-do list. That's on the to-do list.
No pressure, she says as she pats your shoulder, but it does fall on the shoulders of the heir.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Of course. That's what older sisters
you.
are for.
One of those pat on the back hugs.
Yep.
And I'll go back downstairs until we all kind of just decide to go to bed.
Okay.
And then I'll go back to my room.
So, unless anybody else wants to do something before the evening is up? Okay. The next morning, as the first ray of sunlight comes through,
I am up.
Yep, and you smell coming from the kitchen below the sense.
I got up early and studied Dragon Chess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Cedric is up at dawn studying for his imaginary chess championship.
He's gonna be the best like no one ever was.
I'm gonna
going
be
to
the
win.
eventually.
And I'll just kind of... Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You hear the commotions from the caves above of people getting ready to fly.
All right. I guess we just kind of pack up whatever you need for the day. I think we'll see. I don't think we'll attend the meeting in person, but we're gonna go with them. All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right. While the commotions will take an extra couple minutes, making sure we got everything.
Okay.
And we'll go up to the launch caves and just kind of like see if we are expected to go or not.
Yeah, so as you get up there, R nods over to you. So you're coming.
We would like to. Maybe
course,
not
you're welcome.
sit in on the conversation. Of course.
Well, there needs to be witnesses. You shall be the witnesses.
Perfect. I was thinking something similar. Good. Okay. That works.
I'm gonna be really quiet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be ready.
We're such bad diplomats. Why do we keep getting put into these situations?
I am a great diplomat.
It's true, you are, but you also don't say anything.
I'm great at lying.
Either way, yeah, we'll just stand ready and leave with them.
Okay. A short while later, the griffins are prepared. You're each allowed to mount one. There aren't really any. There's no like entourage of warriors. There's just a few to pilot the birds.
Mm-hmm.
And a short while later, you once again take to the skies. It's kind of a magnificent sight at this hour, because even though there's not much light in Icewind Dale, as the birds take to the sky, you get to watch as the few rays of dim light break over the horizon and slowly shine over the sprawling landscape in front of you, gleaming off of the endless rows of ice. As you're able to witness this from thousands of feet in the air on Birdback.
I'll yell to the three behind me, and you wonder why. And you wonder why.
It sure is great being high up.
Ren does
Continue.
not like flying.
But he likes birds. Or
Ren does
griffins.
not like being in the air.
We're well aware.
Are you just going to plant your face in the griffin's feathers?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just try and ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we get there. I do want to keep an eye out for any like stray Goliaths that are kind of like there.
Okay.
Like, I'm keeping an eye out for the for Kapanook again.
Okay, as the first rays of morning light break over the land, go ahead and make a perception check.
And it's the daytime. Oh, 20.
Still no real stray Goliaths over here. She said she lost him in the direction of Easthaven. This is the
Right.
opposite direction of Easthaven.
Right. Either way, I'm keeping an eye out.
20, you still not finding them.
Because he's not here. Like it's with invisibility. You can't hit what's not there.
Exactly.
If you think they're there, yeah. You can't see what's not there.
It's very,
Either way.
very astute for the Goliath. So, as the birds continue to move, you're the first one to spot the area where Wyrdom has set up their meeting space. You see a few tents perched halfway between Wyrdom Crag and Sky Tower Shelter.
Oh shoot, this happened overnight. Okay.
And it's just tents.
Yeah.
We set up tents every night. At least when we had tents.
We have tents.
Oh yeah.
Arn nods for the birds to land, and they circle down, and you're all allowed off. There you see Ogilai sitting, her axe planted firmly into the ice to her left, as her dragon scale cloak is draped across her shoulders. There's a stool with fur set up with it on it directly across from her, and she motions for Arn to sit. Ogilai. Arn, let me be clear. My attendance here is not a forgiveness of our past grievances. Merely restoring a debt to some worthy people. If they think we should have this talk, perhaps there should be something to it. I agree. I am not ready to forgive past grievances. However, they did bring up a point that we need to work together in case of an impending danger. You, little one, and she points to Cedric.
Oh. I'm not going to get in the way of... Is she asking me a question or pointing out who said it?
She's pointing for you to... as she points at you, she motions for you to come into the circle.
I will very respectfully and slowly, kind of with my head down, come over there.
I found your point yesterday to be quite astute. Would you care to share it again?
Well, I just made the observation that there are many dangers that are about to be incoming for both the towns of Icewind Dale and your people. And if possible, working together should be a priority. There's just too much for one civilization to fight by themselves. A past grievance with an enemy or even someone you're neutral with is worth forgetting in order to survive.
What are these dangers you speak of?
Well, besides from the normal wildlife, besides from vampires, besides from corrupt individuals, Dwergar. The rumors are true.
Are they?
Yes.
That is troubling. I always thought Zarduk's Sunblight was a myth.
No, he's not a meth. It's far too much for one civilization. Right. Your only chance is to work together.
We don't need to like it, Arn. But for the survival of our people, I think we can learn to forgive past grievances. And she motions for tea to be brought over to her, and she motions for her servant to bring it over to Arn. Arn purses his lips and looks at the tea, almost with a look of disgust across his face.
Yeah.
But he reaches forward, nods, they both nod to each other, and they both take a sip of the tea.
Peace tea.
Do I get tea?
No.
Damn.
I
was
rolling a
talking.
con save.
You were brought in for a moment.
Very well. If this is what we agree to, this is what we agree to. This doesn't mean we need to like each other, but for the good of our people. She nods. For the good of our people. You. And he points to the party. Harm will take you on Griffin back to where you need to go to inform your people that they may travel through our mountains, and we will give them transportation on Griffin back.
Thank
Okay.
Harm.
Thank you.
Harm steps forward and motions to one of the Griffins. If you would please.
Of course.
If I may ask one more question, Arn.
Harm. Harm. Haram. Yeah. Harm.
Wait, Arn or Harm?
Haram. Haram.
He's the one with the
That's
griffins.
Chief,
I think
Chief,
he wants
Chief.
to talk to the chief.
Chief.
Oh, sorry. Arn.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Too many Goliath names sound the same. Yeah. Arn
Yeah.
turns back towards you.
Out of curiosity, what of Quan's debt?
Quan helped save our people. So, as far as I'm concerned, she's welcome back to Sky Tower Shelter.
Right.
Okay.
Look at us being good people.
All right.
We really turned down on the murder hoboing recently.
We weren't that in the first place. You did it spontaneously. Stop.
I feel
We're
like
getting it up.
we really tuned that down. I'm very proud of us.
Either way, yeah, we'll go with Harn,
Harm.
and
Yep. Goliath
Yeah.
names all sound the same.
we will.
The one with an H.
Yep. Back to Sky Tower for a moment. I have a couple things to grab.
Very well.
Thank you.
And I would like to say, for finishing the negotiations, that will be the point where we hit level 5.
Yay! Freaking fight!
Victory.
So we can go ahead and set up level 5 after we finish the actual playing parts of the session. But I would just like to let everybody know, I know there's been a lot of urgency to get to level 5, and here's a way we got to level 5 without killing anybody. How about that?
I feel like we all get to level, like, we all get cool stuff at level 5. Like, level 5.
We do. We are like we're good now. Like I might have 50 hit points. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I get +1 to proficiency.
So,
Like,
Haram
yeah.
motions for you to get on to one of the griffins.
we
I will
do.
do that.
Arn and Ogilai continue to speak over the exact specifics of the deal as you take off and head back towards Sky Tower Shelter.
Okay,
After an uneventful trip over the mountains, you soar back into the Griffin Cave, where you were allowed off and about and into the premise. Haram says, "I'll be waiting for you here when you're done. Just come and right back up here."
Will do. Thank you. And we will. We can't really take our animals with us on Griffinback, can we? That would be difficult, right?
Yeah, that would be really difficult.
Yeah.
That would take a lot of ingenuity, and I don't see an artificer.
Yep. Yep. All right.
My intelligence isn't that high.
Either way.
I could tie them together. That's the best I can do.
I mean, I'm sure we do that with our dead stuff, but I don't want them dead.
Just tie
Either
them
way.
to a different spot.
We'll go back to my sister's house.
Okay.
Or wait, and actually, no, I would like to see Quan.
She's
first, I
actually,
think.
as you arrive, she's still at the Griffin Cage with the younglings.
Great, aren't they?
They're the best things ever. I think I would like to train them someday.
If he had, did Arn speak to you yet?
Not directly, no. I've been waiting here for him to return.
I asked before leaving. Apparently, you're all set.
Then, I think training griffins is exactly what I will do. Looks like we'll need that in the near future.
We will.
Mm-hmm. And you said they probably wouldn't part with a griffin?
I mean, I didn't willingly.
If you want a griffin, you need to speak to Rathi, and she gestures to the middle-aged Goliath, who is currently checking on one of the eggs that is in nest with one of the mothers.
There'll be time for that later.
Well, you can go talk with your sister. I'll talk to them.
I don't mean that. Like, that's not what we're here to do. I was.
Yeah, but I can
getting-
ask. It's not like we have any money, but I can ask.
Don't bother. We can't now. Like, we're getting out of here the next hour or so. So.
I know we can't. We don't have any money, but I want to know when I can come back with money.
Oh. Yeah. No, that's fine. You have family here still, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Just making sure friends are taken care of.
I think I'll be quite all right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help.
President. Thank you for yours. Enjoy it, and as I will enjoy the rest of my life, I hope you enjoy the rest of yours.
Yes, enjoy your war, she says as she turns back to the baby griffin.
Yep.
So you're
yeah,
heading back to your
you-
sister, and Eli said
I
he's
am.
going to go over to the person in charge of the griffins.
We can
Yes.
we can relatively skip over my part. I was just gonna say, hey, we're leaving. If you could take care of our animals, we would appreciate it. We'll come back for them one day.
Okay, of course she agrees to. Then she hugs you and she says, "If you get yourself killed, I'm going to kill you."
Oh, that's funny. That's actually funny because she can't. She'd be dead, right?
Yes, you got it, Cody. Good job.
Not unless you take some levels in cleric.
So,
So, as
I'm not dead yet. I'd like to see whatever out there try. I'd like
What-
to see whatever out there try.
so,
And yeah, that's
Eli,
it for me.
Eli,
Thank you.
as you go over, at first the person taking care of the griffin eggs doesn't even acknowledge your existence, and just keeps going about her business as you stand next to her.
Hello.
She just turns her head and looks at you. Hello.
What
What would it take to get a griffin?
You'd have to train one since birth.
What would it take to get a griffin? Well, for starters, it would take a great deal of trust to get a griffin. Not from me,
Alright.
but from the animal.
Hmm.
Why? I've never known a human to want a griffin.
Well, they seem like very trustworthy creatures. They move very quickly.
They are. They certainly are. If you would like to see, there's one in the nest over there. See if it takes to you. And she motions to where Quan is sitting by the nests with the younglings.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go over there and visit some of the small animals.
So for small animals, they're already quite large, like the size of small dogs. And one of them kind of looks up at you and does the baby bird chirp in your direction. Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Oh god.
Oh wait. We're in the
Ooh,
24
I
hours.
wanna,
You can add
I
a
want to add my d6.
Yeah,
to
go
that.
ahead and add your d6 to that.
It may help.
Dude, did you just get a griffin? What?
No. Of course. not.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 9.
I mean, what's the D6?
A 3.
Okay, 23 then, right? Or are you
What?
going to
You
count?
got a 9.
I got a 9.
Oh, I was looking at
That's
my
with
roll.
everything.
I apologize. That I was looking at the wrong thing. Sorry.
What
I
was
got a
that?
4, a 3, and then 2 for proficiency.
Sorry.
Or 2 for ability score.
Well, you're not a natural, she says as the bird kind of recoils from you and kind of stumbles back over to where Kwan is. But
No.
if you have time, I'd be willing to train you.
I may have to take you up on that offer at some point.
I've heard you've done good things for our clan. So, birds are what we give to family.
I like that sentiment.
Does everyone get a bird?
No.
No, you all get one bird.
No.
Share.
No. I'm saying, like in the clan, does everyone get a bird?
No, not everyone
didn't
gets a
know.
bird. Everyone has access to birds. There are certain people who raise the birds, and then the birds are usually used for the hunters and for the warriors.
Right, but anyone could have a ride on a bird. if they
Absolutely,
wanted
yeah.
to.
Yeah, we rode one.
No. I'm saying like in the society, if
Yes.
I want to go somewhere, I can go on bird.
Absolutely.
That's pretty epic.
You can go on Griffinback.
Should have been a Goliath. You told me to. No, this is the price of being a normal human.
Well, I mean, then the plot would just be us getting here and leaving because we wouldn't care about anything else.
Yeah, true.
Or
Yeah.
a rivalry.
Well, no,
we
because
really weren't-
instead of look, you get Griffin, I get Dragon Chest. I feel like our backstories are just as cool here.
So,
Either way.
Crip or Ult makes it back to the group.
All right.
Haram is waiting for you by one of the griffins.
All right. So this is going to take care of our animals. Let's get out of here. And tell them the job well done.
Off we go then. And he gets onto
Off we
the
go.
Griffinback. Well, he actually waits. He helps all of you up first, starting
Yep.
with Ren and his diminutive size before getting
Yeah,
on
sure.
himself.
I want to pat the Griffin on the head nicely.
I should have had Ren try and befriend our griffin.
He has the same bonus as you.
He's
Not
just
have proficiency in animal handling.
he's just happened to
No.
roll well every
Oh.
time you guys have come across an animal.
I'm just
Uh,
good at it.
You can also talk to them.
Sure.
That
Yes,
helps.
true.
But you can't talk to griffins. It's a fact. Either way.
Not yet. I can't.
Beasts.
Wait, what?
I
Okay.
can when I become level 5. Actually.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Tongues.
So-
Wait, no, they don't speak. Either way.
You take off towards the sky again for the first time, getting a sky-high view of 10 towns. In the distance, you can see troop movements from in the north near Tourmaline, Duganshole, and Goodmead. And you can see in Sierra Deneval and Easthaven and Sierra Cairn from where you are at. You actually notice as you're flying overhead that the heraldry of Bryn Shander now also flies over Sierra Cairn.
Nice. They did things. I thought. No, we're not late. We're not late.
You're not
They
late.
did things. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool.
So there's that first commotion below as this massive bird approaches the castle of Sierra Deneval,
Hi, friends.
but nobody actually draws weapons or makes moves to harm you as the bird lands and you all motion to get off its back. Haram also slides down. Duvessa Shane comes out of the opening castle gates. Well, you certainly know how to make an entrance.
Yeah.
We would have been allowed nonetheless. Yeah, we've done the thing.
I see that. Very impressive.
Oh no, this was gonna happen.
She curtsies in front of Haram. Duvessa Shane. And Haram just goes, My name is Haram. I am husband of Arn, and I represent Clan Sky Tower.
Oh.
Well, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I'm glad to have you on our side. The mountains, as far as I'm concerned, are yours, and you may use our birds to get where you need to go. In the impending conflicts, I feel a rivalry would be, not a rivalry, an alliance would be in our best interest.
A
Wish I could
rivalry would be
cheat
in
to
our
see
best
who
interest,
kills
and
them
then you
better.
just see like 100 more griffins.
Dun, da, 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 da,
You
da, da,
hear like undersea ba 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 ba.
Smoke rising over the hill and
Oh,
towards
shit.
a nearby
Oh,
town.
Either way.
Duvessa Shane motions to your group. Thank you, Haram, and feel free to discuss the details of troop movements with Markham here. Markham greets Haram in a similar manner, just kind of going, and Haram goes back, and the two walk off and begin pointing at a map, and they seem to be getting along swimmingly.
Oh my god, that's the most masculine conversation.
Obviously, you've never watched FMA. Just saying.
Also, we did convince the Wormdom as well, but they didn't come here.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's even better.
Yeah.
Very well. I'm sure I will speak to their chieftain soon enough.
Maybe, I don't know.
I wanted to speak to this group in particular.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
we, while you were away, we moved on Sierra Karnan, and we were successful. They barely had an army at all, and we basically just walked in and they put down their weapons.
Wait, was it Sierra Karnan that had the thing under it? Or am I thinking of somewhere different?
Sierra Karnan was the other castle on this lake that you've never been
Right.
to.
Right. I'm checking to be like, that's not. Yeah, no, that's not.
That's
the place
not
I'm
where.
thinking of.
That's
Never-
not where the Loch Ness monster was.
Right. I'm more talking about the stronghold that's near the ridge, something, whatever it was.
No, yeah,
Right.
that's slightly south of Easthaven.
Right.
Cough, cough, dwarf fortress.
So,
Yeah.
the two troubling things are this. A messenger arrived from Tourmaline. We're still fighting up there. However, it's been proving difficult because Lonelywood and Tourmaline had a long-standing rivalry before all of this happening. So getting people to actually cooperate to go help Tourmaline from Lonelywood has been a bit of a chore. So progress has been a lot slower than we've made. As far as we can tell, Marthsea is still alive, but not yet in our company.
I actually had a question about them. I was gonna bring it up earlier, but forgot. What,
Yes.
what happened between them? I guess. Like, why is there a general rivalry between them?
There's
I-
rivalries
maybe-
between all of the towns. Any of the towns that compete for the same things, going back to the first war of the 10 towns, it's always proved difficult because there will always be competition over resources, over land, over things that people want.
Hunting, got it.
So,
Oh, sense.
yes. But,
Gotcha.
it's a work in progress. Other than that, the more concerning news. Easthaven seems to be quite well fortified, and even with the push on Griffin back, it's going to be a tough thing to pull off.
Right.
I'm going to ask, well, it feels wrong to ask more of you, but at the same time, this is kind of your fault. So,
Yeah,
I don't
no, like-
actually feel that bad.
You shouldn't.
Would you be able to scout into Easthaven?
Probably.
We can do at least that, if not
Yeah,
more.
probably. Yeah.
Because once we can control this lake, we can push on to Dugan's Hole, where a dear friend of mine has been taken captive. Easthaven
Crap.
and Dugan's Hole are both near the Chardlyn Caves, which is quite a valuable resource, so Narth has been pushing hard there.
Ah, yes. We have... Those are both south, right?
Yes.
We have news about that.
What news?
The Dwerger have set up a fortress near the Chardlyn Mines.
That is quite disturbing.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a really hard push.
Which is probably why they're defending it so readily.
That makes sense. Well, then we have our work cut out for us. Eli, your contact, Beldora, she's already been set up in Easthaven for several weeks. Once you, well, not several weeks, for the duration of this week. Once you get there, you should try to make contact with her. She's staying near, I know where she's staying because I wrote this down.
Cody, can you
Is
mute
it
yourself
the
for a minute?
tavern again?
It's going to be everybody's problem. Yeah, she is staying near,
Okay.
she's not staying near, she is staying near the White Lady Inn.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the White Lady Inn has given her a position to spy on the town hall. So,
Mhm.
you'll at least have a friend when you get there.
And how tall are the walls, would you say?
The walls, Easthaven's not walled.
Okay, that makes it even easier.
Yeah, no, like none of only her place is kind of been
Only
like that.
Bryn Shander is tall.
But this place
is
has a
walled.
castle.
Yeah, there's no we're kind of in the courtyard of the castle, but there's really no wall.
Castle has walls.
Well, that's why I
Alright.
wanted this place.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Scouting out this place. Cool. We can do that. I guess.
In the meantime, I will see you. We are planning on launching the invasion on Easthaven in 2 days' time.
Hmm.
If I could have any news of anything from in there before then, it would be greatly helpful.
We can try.
We'll try to get
Yeah.
it done.
Yeah. Well, let's do this. I guess.
Then once again, I
Oh,
thank you
alright.
for your help.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had our animals. Either way.
I
Okay.
like Griffins.
Why don't you see
Yeah.
if Haram can get you closer? I'm sure he'd be willing.
Oh yeah. No, we're gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, gentlemen, thank you again for your service to Icewind Dale. And I actually think that is where we're going to end the actual playing part of the session. And we are going to go ahead and level up to level 5, especially considering the dogs have gone completely crazy now. We're going to go ahead and hit level 5. So who would like to start rolling hit points?
Should I go shut them up?
No, it's fine.
I
Let them be dogs.
I want to roll hit points first.
Go for it.
All right. Go ahead.
I've rolled really well before, so I'm expecting. Okay, never mind.
I mean, yeah, that's good. That's more
A
than
7 is way above
That's
average
really
on a
good.
D10.
Yeah, no. I was saying I rolled really well every single other time, so I was expecting disappointment.
half. All right. My turn.
Your turn.
I did it wrong.
All the
We're
suspense
not
gone.
on Reddit.
Slash
Oh,
R.
Where's the music coming from?
12.
it's from me. I'm
Gosh
on.
darn it.
Rip.
Go ahead and mute
Yeah.
it, Cody.
I'll go next.
Cody.
You guys
Ooh.
like this music?
I'm gonna mute
Cody,
Cody.
turn it off.
How do
Okay.
the points work?
It's just whatever your hit die is a D8, so roll a D8 and add that to your hit points. Oh God, so Cody's the only one that's rolled well so far.
That's usually
Everyone's
how this
fine.
works, Jake.
Ren rolled well too. Okay, Ren actually statistically rolled better than Cody. So
Yeah.
You'll
Wait,
add
I get
7 and then your
multi-attack?
con modifier as well.
yes, you get
Okay.
multi attack.
So plus
What,
four,
I
right?
get another thingy?
Yep,
Oh, so my human craft die went up.
yep.
Okay.
How do I find the level up button on here? I know I found it before.
All right.
Yep, we all level up. So I'm curious what Robert's gonna take spell wise, and Cody, what do you get
Speak with it.
at level 5?
What?
What do you get at level 5? Share with the
I
interwebs.
get multi attack and I have a d6 for blood malady.
And you get another blood curse, right?
It doesn't tell me that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's how that
I
works.
believe you get another blood curse. Let's double check.
I think I do as well.
I do not have 50 hit points. Sad.
How many hit points does Cedric have, Cody?
It said I had 52, but I think it was lying to me. I have 49.
No, because you add your con. Did you add your con?
Yeah, my con is only +2, so I rolled a 7 plus 2 is 49.
No, you still only have 1 blood curse, unfortunately.
That kind of sucks.
But now on
But
fast
why don't you don't actually get that much level 5? Can I multi-attack with a bow, though?
Yes, of course you can.
Oh, okay, so I do get a lot then. Never mind.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, at you get another blood curse at 6th level.
Alright, so one level. That's
Yeah, no, that's fine.
if anything, that's something to look forward to, because level 5 gave me a big boost anyway.
Yes, multi-attack is a big deal. What do rogues get at level 5?
They become God.
Oh, campaign over. We've got God.
Uncanny dodge.
Ugh.
That's good.
It's really good. Everybody's proficiency bonus also went up.
Yeah, that's all I care about. Oh wait, I also get +1 to my sneak attack die.
Oh yeah. That's
The proficiency bonus and sneak attack are the only thing I'm going to remember.
I mean, uncanny dodge is useful when I hit you.
Yeah, it is, but I don't. It would have been useful, like, when I was getting stabbed, when we were all getting stabbed by that guy who really wanted Cedric dead.
She was a girl, first of all. Okay.
Whatever. Sure.
Robert, what is Ren taking now that you leveled up?
I haven't decided yet. I looked at them. I definitely want to take.
I don't have. Nate, do you have your
enemies one?
Huh?
Do you have your Tasha's Cauldron of Everything with you?
I do have Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Because I don't have it in front of me. Robert, I'll have to send you along some stuff because bards actually have an expanded spell list now.
Oh, cool.
For instance, you can take Revivify.
Fireball.
Oh, wow.
And it's a gem thing, so it's thematic.
In the regular list that I have on my phone, I like Enemies Abound. That one seems pretty good.
I don't remember what every Enemies Abound does.
I make a creature not recognize who's friends or who's foes.
Oh yeah, that one's a good laugh.
I don't see Revivify in the expanded spell list.
Never mind. I was thinking of Ranger.
Oh, probably, yeah, that's right.
Sad. But you do get Mass Healing Word, and you get Intellect Fortress, Mass Healing Word, Slow, Color Splay Command, Aid, Enlarge and Reduce, and Mirror Image.
You also, I believe, get Haste as a bard.
I don't think you get that naturally, and it's not here.
I'm checking the normal spell list. D&D Bard spell list. It's always much harder for spellcasters to figure out. And you also have 3rd level spells. Oh, you're right. You don't get haste. Ooh, you get Hypnotic Pattern.
Yes,
So
that's going to be very helpful.
So good.
You mean the thing all of our bards take?
Because it's literally the best spell.
Yeah.
Hey, the only reason I took it was because my bard was getting flavored with just, like, mash illusion.
You also get Liamin's Tiny Hut.
Yes, I do.
Oh, not
I
Liamin's
also
Tiny
have a
Hut. You just
thing.
get Tiny Hut. Never mind. Oh, but it's the same thing. Never mind. It's just called...
Okay.
Yeah. It's the
They took out the name.
non-name brand version. This is the off-brand Liamin's Tiny Hut.
It says I can take Lehman's if I want.
Yeah. No, I'm just looking at a different list. That's a good spell. Hypnotic Pattern's an amazing spell.
Mm-hmm.
Non-detection's pretty good.
Oh,
But
sad.
you haven't even mentioned the best spell. Fireball.
I don't think that's on the expanded spell list.
I can't take.
I don't
I
think
can't
it
take
is.
Fireball.
Can you imagine if Bards got
But
that?
but I would like to say he is a lore bard, so next level he gets to pick 2 spells from
Oh, yeah.
anybody's spell list.
Oh fuck yeah! Taking Fireball.
Wait, he can take Fireball?
Yep, because he's
On
a lore
one
bard.
hand,
fuck that.
fireball. On
Fuck
the other
that.
hand,
Oh
revivify.
hell yeah!
The two
No, you know what you do?
important
Yeah, you
spells.
take Fireball and Revivify, so you can kill somebody
only
and then
two
bring them
spells.
back.
Or I can just kill everybody and then laugh.
Or that. Yeah, I could also see that happening. All right, so that was fun. We're all... Oh, wait, Nate, what did you take? Sorry, my bad. What do barbarians get? Barbarian.
I get extra attack and unarmored movement. My speed is now
Hey!
40.
That's nice
Oh,
for you.
nice.
Yes.
Mine was 35 because dwarf.
Yeah, when you were a barbarian. All right, in that case, everybody, thank you for watching tonight. Sorry for the technical difficulties at first. it happens. It didn't happen on Wednesday, so I guess I can't ask for that much. This upcoming week is going to be our last week before we take a break for the holidays. So we are playing Call of Cthulhu on Wednesday, we are playing D&D on Friday, and we are playing Chronicles of Darkness on Saturday, which is very exciting. I can't wait for...
This Saturday?
Yeah,
Or is it
next
Friday?
next Saturday.
Oh, well.
Not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow.
Right.
So that is going to be a ton of fun. I hope to see you all there. We will be giving away some more stuff. There will be ads on the social medias as does normally happen. Until I see you